Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I am Rob, this is
Mel.
And we're playing some Aftermath, published by currently Z-Man Games, formerly published by Plaid Hat Games, owned by Asmodee. Basically, that's all I need to know. But yes, designed by Jerry Hawthorne. This is our first game of this kind of series. The only game we've played out of a book before was Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. We'd never touched any of these games played in books before. I've kind of was like, not for me. Just based on like quick glancing. But we played Jaws of the Lion. It was like, all right, this is cool. I think we had Aftermath before that though. We just hadn't played it yet. We wanted to paint the minis, which Mel has done. If you're new to the channel, we play through games like this. We play through campaigns. We usually do them all the way till the end. I think almost every single time we've played a campaign game like this, we've gone to the end. This game was described to me as kind of like This War of Mine, like post-apocalyptic, surviving, building a base kind of like game, but you're still going out and scavenging and stuff, just like that game. This is the same designer, I think, that did Mice and Mystics. And hello, everyone joining us live. I see some comments in here. Dragon, enjoy playing Thunderstone Quest with your father. That is awesome.
Yes, enjoy.
And there's some jokes here about us playing games with, what is it? I forget that word. Something. Anthropomorphic or something. Animals that are like humans or whatever. Because we've been playing Root lately. And now we're playing Aftermath, which does the same thing.
Yep.
We've played Dawn of Peacemakers in the past, does the same thing, and there's jokes about us playing Mice and Mystics next. I always wanted that game. I don't know if I'll ever go back now after this game, because after reading about this game and looking at that game, this game seems like the next level up. I don't know if I would go back to that. It seems too newbie, and my daughter's already playing games like more advanced than this, so I don't know if I go back for Mice and Mystics, but Anthropomorphic. Matt, thank you so much.
Matt. Dropping the knowledge, Matt.
I knew it was something like that. It's not a word I use all the time. But the actual next game, to be serious, the next game we'll play that has animals like this, it would be, I think, what's it called? Dale of Merchants.
Oh.
Little deck building game. We have that in one of our orders coming soon at some point. I don't remember which one, but we have a bunch of orders, like pre-order stuff on it that we've ordered over the last few months. And when that shows up, we'll play that game also. So yes, I guess we like games with little animal people in them. But it's not a theme we're trying to go for here, just so you know. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. We're going to start today with episode 1. We're going to play through the intro. We're going to go over some of the rules. And we're going to play through mission 1. I don't know how long that will take. We're going into this blind. We did watch the start. Before we were investigating the game, we watched the beginning of some playthrough videos. I don't remember whose they were, just to see how the game kind of worked and stuff. So we have watched like that, but I don't really remember much from it. But we are playing through that, so I don't know how long a whole playthrough of Mission 1 will take. But we'll find out. It says, is this the game?
60 to 120 minutes is what it says.
Okay, so it's like 2 to 3 hours probably, I assume, based on our time playing while streaming, talking, you know, chatting with the chat, discussing our decisions, taking polls in the chat, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
We'll stretch it out. It'll be 2 or 3 hours probably to play through the first mission. I don't know. We'll see. If it is quick, we'll do another one after that. If not, we'll be playing through in separate episodes. And once we start doing that, I will link the playlist for this series down in the description below for those watching in the future. Look for more episodes to come. Or if you're watching this reasonably soon after it was published or streamed live, we will be doing other live episodes, and we'll schedule those after this. We'll just got to figure out what days. And we found out there is pop in, pop out mechanics where basically you sit down to play. Every single time you sit down to play, and you're going to choose a new mission to go do to complete your campaign, you can have any number of characters involved and or players, I guess. So we could decide to play with 2 characters each. We could decide to have Justin join us or Kyle join us, one or the other or both, and have all 4 characters going or 3 of the characters going. So you may see throughout the playthrough series, we may do that just to get characters completing their goals. And they need to complete, all 4 characters in the box need to complete their goals to complete the overall campaign, is my understanding.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's still kind of like an overall story going on, but yeah, I'm not sure. It seems like it's just you get to choose whatever missions you've unlocked, kind of like Gloomhaven. If you have a bunch of missions unlocked, you choose from those, and you'll do them, and you'll unlock other missions, and when you sit down, you get to pick. Choose whichever mission you want to choose, and go with it. Yeah.
I just want to highlight Soup?
Yeah, I just was
Yeah,
going to say that.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Soup. Recently subbed. You guys are awesome. This game looks great. Thank you so much for the
so
kind
much.
words. Welcome.
Jim is back. He has been sick for a whole week with a stomach thing. Oh, I thought you were just avoiding hostage negotiator, but that sucks. I hope you feel better.
So it's probably related to him being like one of the first to die in hostage negotiator, like some kind of karma.
You
like
jinxed it. You jinxed him.
Yeah, it jinxed you. So you got something. It was like it was the stomach thing, kind of like a bullet passing through your stomach, maybe something. Did it feel like that? I don't know. Some kind of what is that, voodoo doll? It's kind of a voodoo doll thing. I don't know.
Dragon
but glad to hear you're feeling better.
Dragon says, glad you're better. Jim was afraid Valerie did something to you while being held hostage.
Yeah, you were the first.
Okay,
I thought so.
Okay, I thought he just was like, I'm out now. Yeah. No more hostage negotiator for me.
That's it. Killed me. Killed Jim Jr. I'm out. Yeah. It's the magazine. Jim's
no, I'm glad you're feeling better though, Jim.
Yes, awesome.
That sucks.
All right. So let's get down to the table. Hello, Scott. Janet. And Janet was one of the ones that first recommended this game to us. Not the only one to mention it to us to get on the channel. I want to shout out Janet for pointing this out, mentioning it would be a great game to play with our daughter, who is 10. I do want to try it with her at some point, but for the playthrough series, it'll most likely be Mel, myself, Kyle, and Justin. And we'll see how it goes. Like, I've never played it, like I said, so I'm excited to go through it. But shout out to Janet. She'll be dropping some knowledge in the chat, I'm sure, since she's already played through it all. Have you played through it all, Janet?
I can't remember.
Most character upgrades for all 4 characters, whether they're active or on the sideline. Yeah, that's
kind of what we got from this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about rules. Oh man. So this game, I feel like it was being designed, and then like, I don't know, they were like in the process of like doing a rule book, and they were like, yeah, you have like 2 days to make a rule book. Go. So like they made a rule book, and I'm like, oh, okay, this rule book's not bad. It's only like 11 pages, 12 pages of rules. Not bad. This must be a pretty light game. It's not that light. And I thought, okay, maybe they're going to introduce rules throughout here. I think they will. I think they will. But the problem is, these base rules, like, man.
They leave a lot to be desired.
Yeah, they had no examples. Not a single one I can find in this whole book.
There's one.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. Example of a skill test difficulty.
Yeah.
But they don't, it doesn't explain stuff very well. Just expects you to like have memorized the list of what everything is called, because you'll be just reading along and it's like talking about tokens and cards and things on cards, and you're like, what? Like, what is this talking about? It was tough. So I read it a couple times.
Yeah.
But this rulebook, I can see why. The game isn't that popular according to Board Game Geek, from my understanding. But if you look in the forum section, the rules forum section has like over 250 entries. The general section has like 100 and something. So when a game has twice or more rules entries than it does regular chat for the game, including leading up to the game's release, that's a little worrisome. That to me tells me the rule set or the rule book or both were like rushed, not baked fully, or there's a problem. So that almost scared me away from getting the game. But I remember Janet did mention, and others in the Discord, our Discord, were saying that there is some rules ambiguities. They do have an FAQ. I read through that. But the designer, Jerry Hawthorne, has been very busy on Board Game Geek. Almost every thread I clicked on, he was in there answering rules questions. So, yeah, so Janet just said it. I relied heavily on BGG forums. The designer is very active. Exactly what I got as I went clicking through some of those rules entries, because I was like curious, why is someone asking something about this basic thing? And I look, I'm like, oh, okay, I see why. So just warning, and we're looking for help here. If you're watching us live, feel free to call us on something, ask questions. We'll look up rules. We'll be looking up things to try to get the first few episodes solid as we can, but we will probably mess things up. Leave timestamps down below if you're watching in the future. Let us know of any rules, corrections, or anything like that. So that way, as we go through this series, and it'll be many episodes, we'll be playing this probably for a few months, I would assume, or a few weeks at least. I don't know how long it really goes. But we want to get better as we go, and we want others to learn from our mistakes also. So just giving you a warning, like, if you've played this game before, don't be afraid down below to go, hey, you did this with a card. Are you allowed to do that? Or if you're watching live, go, hey, you're not supposed to use that white card as this color because white is not the same as a red, even though the rule book is not very clear on some of that stuff. and can be confusing. So leave it down in the comments below, drop it in the chat, let us know. We'll all kind of get better at this game. But just letting you know, we're working with a kind of rocky foundation here. But hopefully in here it kind of like reiterates stuff and adds new rules and kind of is very clear with them.
And hopefully just our experience with other survival games, we can kind of figure it out.
Yes, we may take some judgment calls based on thematic.
Yeah, exactly.
What makes sense thematically, but let us know down below. Like mechanically, I want to make sure we're not cheating too heavily, but it's a co-op game. We're going to have fun through this playthrough too, so I don't want to get too hung up on rules and too frustrated when I'm like scrolling through page after page on Board Game Geek rules forums while we're live streaming, which I know is not entertaining for anybody, but we'll try our best. But yes, dear Jerry Hawthorne and any company you work with in the future, make sure you spend a lot of time on that rule book, and if they give you like a limit of 12 pages to fit a game that should be 20 pages, don't finish it. Like, make it a 20-page rule book. Don't let the suits trying to reduce the paper cost in the board game box win one over on you, okay? Because it looks bad.
Yeah, and a few more examples would have been great. Yeah,
some examples, cook it out. Like, yeah, make it like a rule book that, like, 75% of the rule books kind of, there's standards to be followed, and they weren't followed here. That's my only complaint so far. Just learning this game is a little frustrating over the last few days, like reading and rereading and then looking online and was like, whoa, like hundreds of rules entries for this not complex game. Interesting.
Google and BGG have helped me. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about that. Yeah.
So anyone who's played this, and I'm seeing in the chat the same thing. It's like
it also seems like we have some people that have played, so you might be able to help us as well if there's something that we're doing incorrectly or that we are interpreting incorrectly.
All right. Okay.
And hello to anybody that popped in that we didn't say hi to.
Hello to those joining us. Also, now that we've given some time, spoiler warning, of course. This first scenario, most playthroughs online, I know, will play through just mission 1 and stopped. So you're probably okay to watch today's stream. You might see some spoilery stuff. You might see some things come up on cards that we might see that are different from other playthroughs. But we will be spoiling everything through mission 1 at least today. And watch at your own risk if you plan on playing this game like spoiler free. But we're playing through mission 1. I think it's okay to get a little taste of what's in the game. But as we go through this series, obviously, like we're not hiding anything. We're gonna play it. We'll show you what we experience. We probably won't experience everything in our playthrough that you would experience in your playthrough also. You might play with different characters, different things might happen. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna play through it all and spoil it just like we did in our Taint and Grail playthroughs, Gloomhaven Jaws Lion, Gloomhaven, Clank Legacy, Aeon's End Legacy, etc., etc., etc.
We're not thinking of.
This is what we do here, all right? Dawn of Peacemakers, among others. So that's what we do here on the channel. For those new tuning in, just looking for videos of this game in the future too. Spoilers, we're going crazy with it. So
yeah, and usually the first mission is not too spoiler. It kind of gets you into the game.
So, I want to read for those who don't know anything about this game.
Yeah, Jim is asking. Never heard of this game.
I see Jim.
And we will show the minis on camera when we go through our characters.
Yeah. Don't worry. So let's get the setting. So it's post-apocalyptic. Humans have disappeared. I'm sure we'll read that in a story and stuff and get all the flavors set up. But my understanding was humans have disappeared. All that's left are the animals grabbing things from the humans, but like it's like the theme of what I feel this was heavily inspired by is The Leftovers from HBO. I think that show was on HBO. Really great show. I liked it a lot.
I liked it too.
Where like basically on that show half the population just like disappeared, like just like vanished. So cars driving down the street, just like person would disappear and it would crash into a building, or planes falling from the sky, all this crazy stuff. That's what's happening in this game. Kind of similar to Thanos in the Marvel movies, where he kind of like...
I didn't see that.
Avengers, I know. Avengers, where he kind of snaps a finger and a whole bunch of people disappear kind of thing. It's that idea. So humans are gone, but like everything they left behind is now the animals are using it. And you'll see here, like, he's got his cute little button goggles. He's got his little like pen rifle here.
Oh, they're saying spoilers for Avengers.
Avengers spoilers, get out of here.
Is that a spoiler, really? I don't know.
I'm sure that was in like trailers and stuff, I think. But But
He
anyways,
did say spoilers at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
He just didn't say
spoilers
for what.
to everything in life, all right?
Sorry if you haven't seen it.
I'll be dropping movie endings every 30 minutes. I'll be spoiling movies left and right. No. Jerry said those animals are former people.
Oh, real? What?
No.
No.
Maybe. But you better not be spoiling something later in the story for us there.
We don't know.
That better not be spoilers for what we read later. If I find out these are like reincarnated people, I'm going to lose my mind. Didn't see the first Avengers, you deserve it. Yes, Sakara, yes. All right. I assume based on box office sales, everyone's seen the Avengers like movie series, and if you haven't, you have no interest in seeing it.
Yeah.
I would assume. But anyways. All right. Let's see if we got some story in here. So, objective of the game, I'll just read from the rule book for now. Aftermath is a cooperative adventure game for 1 to 4 players. In it, players take on the role of small rodents trying to survive and thrive in a post-apocalyptic world where humans have mysteriously disappeared. In each Aftermath game session, players must explore the dangerous and shattered world, forage for supplies, accomplish missions, compete with rival rodents, and contend with vicious predators, all while racing against time, as leaving the colony unprotected for too long could result in tragedy. Aftermath is played as a campaign game, meaning that each session has an impact on the overall state of your colony and advances certain story arcs in the narrative. To win the campaign, players must accomplish the characters' personal goals while preventing the colony from disbanding. So like I said before, this guy, like one character, there's 4 characters that come in the game. I'm playing Messiah, the guy from the front cover of the box. He has a goal. So all 4 characters that come in the game, like Mel's playing with Whisper here, which we'll talk about more in detail, he has a goal here of build a mender's hut and have 20 plus population in the colony. So there is 4 goals total, 2 that we're playing with, but if we complete all 4 goals of all characters, we've then completed the whole campaign. So just us playing these 2 characters all the way through to their goals means we're not done yet. So we may mix in and play with other characters, I assume, or have other players run those characters at some point. We'll see what happens throughout this, or maybe we just play with our characters to their goals and just call it a day. But my understanding is if we complete a goal that other characters in the boxes that we're not using are completed, we complete the whole game. I would assume. Like, I'm assuming you don't have to have that character in play to go, oh, that character needs a garden built at our colony. Okay, it's completed, but now we need that character to come and play before we can finalize it? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
And it is 1 to 4 players, yes, Mutton Chop?
Yes. However, though, if you play 1 player, you do have to run 2 characters.
Yeah. So you have to play with at minimum 2 characters each, or 2 characters in play at all times. So if you're playing solo, it's 2-handed. Yeah. Okay, just so you know. That's why you'll never see it on my top solo list.
Well, we're also playing together. So.
I know, we're playing in a co-op, so obviously.
Maybe it'll make our favorite list of games we like to play together.
But I could. This is the other thing that could happen. I could play this on solo playthrough streams when you're working and I'm playing in a day and run the other 2 characters just to keep pushing things forward and play with the chat and stuff.
Yeah, I could just be in the chat telling you what to do.
So that's a possibility. You can complete another character's goals without ever playing a character. Okay, perfect. I thought so. Yeah, we're right. Yes, perfect, Janet. Thank you. I thought so.
Zakara says, wow, top 10 solo list spoilers too.
I'm just kidding. It could. I will eventually break that barrier of running some games 2-handed. It's a thing. I'm like, no, I have no interest.
But you don't have to because we play together.
I know,
right? So,
but there's so many other games I can choose from that don't need you to run 2-handed mode. Which and even those games, some people say I play 2-handed, but it's just something funny. I had it on my top solo list. A lot of games recommended to me, and I was like, did they not? Here at the beginning, I was kind of not including, but it is cool that if I see a game mentioned lots of times, I probably, even though it's 2-handed, I should probably try it solo, just to see. But yes, I only use 1 hand while playing solo. This is correct, Sajah.
John can't say long. Just pop in and say hi. Hi,
hello.
John.
Hey, John. That's true. Yeah, Mutton Chop. Any game that's co-op, period. Any game that's co-op can be played solo. Mm-hmm. But then there's games like Zombicide that you have to have 4 to 6 characters running, basically 6 the game's designed with. So if you're playing that solo, technically you can play it solo, but you're gonna have to run 6 characters, which isn't that bad in that game.
Terrible in that game.
Yeah, because you're not holding like hands full of cards for every single character in that game. You just have dashboards.
Yeah,
but.
yeah.
Anyways, all right, let's get to some Aftermath.
Yep.
So it's one of these adventure book games. So we're gonna be playing through an adventure book. And I'll show you that this is like where we're going to be starting, but they'll have like a level, kind of like a map on the left side, and then kind of like all the text that goes with the scenario, like the story cues and stuff like that. And the setup will be there. We have this sideboard, I think it's called, where we'll be putting enemy cards over here and threat cards. And that's who we'll deal with. We have group tasks we can do where we work together on achieving them. By committing cards. The game is kind of driven by cards. We have these action cards, which can be used for different abilities. That's why they're different suits. And then you also have this white, which I think is very misleading. This is not a white card. This would be black or gray, which I found very, like, I don't know why they don't just call this like black or gray, since like this is a blue card. How is this a white card? This card's also white. Like, another thing that bugged the hell out of me when I was reading it. I'm like, what the hell? And this also is not fully a wild. You can't use this card as any other color, as some videos I was watching was explaining, and I'm like, no, that's wrong. This is a white card, this is a blue card, this is a red card, this is a yellow. You can use this card to initiate any action type of the 4 actions, but not use it when you need to play another color. This is its own color. This is white, not to be confused with gray or black, because that's what the symbols are on it. Yeah, it is weird. I don't know. It's very confusing. And then these are threat cards. Now this should be a white card, right? Because it's white. The number's white. No? Okay. Anyways.
True.
But these are threat cards, and there's something called a calamity card in here that will trigger certain things. So this is what keeps like the threat looming as you keep drawing in the cards, and you will get more bad cards that will kind of progress the game and push it forward. So you'll see. We also have this campaign dashboard. And this, I don't think we've set it up.
No, we
yet.
haven't. It hasn't told us.
I'm assuming it will. It didn't in the regular setup rules. I'm assuming it will here. So don't worry about where these dials are right now. This is just how we pull it out of the box. But there is a time, clues, scrap, morale, population, and food that you'll be tracking as we play the campaign. So we're gonna have to like manage these things and earn these things and spend them for things. So we'll be tracking that here on a campaign dashboard, and we'll pull it up to the screen as needed. This is the map, like kind of the overworld map here, and you can run around this map. So there's like A1 here is where we are at Abigail Lane. This is where our base is. I'm assuming the base could change probably. I have a feeling so, but we start at Abigail Lane, and you kind of work your way around. You can't go diagonally, but you move along here. And each one of these things has a page in the book. Oh, maybe it doesn't change because this doesn't have a number.
Oh, yeah, you always start in the same spot.
Oh, X. Ooh, maybe we changed to there.
Oh.
Anyways, page numbers are on here that lead you to the actual places in the book. So when you like zoom in, so this one, for example, is page 5.
5, yep.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can see numbers here. So this is page 5. So we're going to start off on E Street, for example, like when we first start exploring out. So every time you want to, like, let's say you want to go to Rubble Junk, I think you could like go this way to it, or you could like go down here and go along here to it. So
yeah, or you could go you could go across and then down a little bit.
Yeah, true.
However you want.
So you actually have to pass through these actual mission spaces in the book. It feels very like video game style, like overworld, and then you're like zooming into each place, which is neat. Normally you use a little cardboard token to track where you are on this map as the party. We're just going to use another one of these miniatures that we're not playing with. This is Gimbal. We're just going to use Gimbal to kind of, for video purposes, to show where the party is. Very obvious. The other one kind of like has the same colors as the map, so it kind of blends in. So we're not going to use it. Soup says, the adventure book style games have always piqued my interest, but I've yet to play one. Maybe this will be my first. Yeah, I avoided them, like we said. We avoided them first, and this was going to be our first. And then Jaws of the Lion came, and we just decided let's play that first. But yeah, they're not as bad as we thought. They're actually pretty cool, especially Gloomhaven, reducing setup time. But this does the same thing, right? Like it's super easy. Just open the book, go to the page, follow some instructions, and play.
Yep.
I really like that.
Which is great if we have to play multiple, I don't know what you call it, streets or mission. No, it's the same mission, but what do you call them individually? Locations. You have to play multiple locations in one mission. It's easy for setup.
Yep. All right.
Thanks, Erhan.
Yes, it's a steak knife, actually. This is a human steak knife that he's holding, or she's holding. I think it's a girl.
I painted the minis. Yes, Sandy.
Yes. Okay. So we'll show these minis. So this is who I'm playing as. I'm playing as Messiah from the front cover of the box. Mel painted these. These were what she was going to be painting in like her first painting stream, but then we just wanted to get playing this game, so she just went ahead and painted them all.
Yep.
But yeah, this is Gimbal. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Mel, for painting those.
No problem. This is Whisper.
Whisper's got like an X-Acto knife there, and he's got like feathers on his back.
Yep.
Got like feathers on his back with a safety pin.
And then the other character that we can play, his name is I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, he's a little ranger guy.
It starts with an R.
Ringer?
Ringer, yes. This is Ringer. This is the other character that we can play with in the campaign if we choose to.
So yeah, you may see these other two characters used in the future. But yeah, for now, we're just going to start with Whisper and Messiah and try them out. We may switch. I don't know.
I guess just for fun, I'll just show you this too. I painted all of the enemies, so you'll see those.
Oh yeah, we'll see those. Don't worry.
As we go.
Yep. Stay tuned to the series to see all of them up close as we experience them throughout the playthrough.
This is also the first game I painted the full set of minis for.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, we were going to start this game like weeks and weeks ago, and then we were like, Mel started painting them, and I'm like, let's just wait till they're all painted. So, and yeah, that's why I've been mentioning this on the channel for quite some time that we're going to be playing Aftermath. So who's playing the enemies? They're just AI.
Yeah.
They're just like, it's full co-op, no dungeon master or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go through setup. Just make sure.
Make sure we've done everything.
Just want to make sure everything's 100% out. Okay. So, oops, not the right page. Adventure book. The downtown travel map. Okay. We got our characters. Each character has a little deck box that you kind of just throw everything into to save it throughout a campaign. You'll probably see that at the end of this video. But it's cool. They give you all these little tuck boxes, little cardboard tuck boxes in the game.
Yeah, it keeps everything together, which is great.
Which keeps everything for the colony in there between, and there's one for any banished cards. So there's cards that you'll like experience throughout the campaign playthrough that you'll just complete and they're gone, and don't go back into decks. They have their own box instead of like tearing them up like a legacy game. This has like legacy elements like that, and there's a deck box full of like hidden stuff that you can discover and add to your other decks. So there's like decks for tons of decks. There's decks for enemies, bosses, items, conditions, missions, side missions, environment, encounters. Like, I don't know if I said that already, but there's tons.
And then we also, on the side, we also have a little container of tokens as well.
Yeah, so we have all the tokens just thrown in there. And then there's scavenge tokens you'll see soon. But we'll explain those stuff as we get them out. But half the setup is like, shuffle this deck, shuffle that deck, shuffle this deck. Put this deck face up, that deck face up, this deck face up, this deck face up, and this deck, and this deck, and this deck, and these tokens. And it's like 100 tokens, 100 decks for this game. All right. And I think we're good. So we have all the scavenge tokens. They're separated by strength off camera here. So you pull from those, and as we interact with them and get the stuff off the back, you throw them away, and you continue to work your way up. So you start out with 2 strength scavenge tokens, eventually work your way to 3, and then 4. So the more you discard or experience, I guess, the higher level you'll go. Campaign dashboard, yep. If this is your first game in the campaign, start the game by going to page 2 in the adventure book. This is your second game or later in the campaign, start the game by going to page 3 in the adventure book. So page 2, page 3. So we're going to start with the day of the great calamity.
Buckle in, everyone.
If you need to go get food or anything, now's when you do it, because I'm going to be reading like a whole story here. So let's do this. All right. The day of the great calamity. Start. If this is your second game or later in the campaign, go to page 3. If this is your first game in the campaign, read the following. Grumple sits hunched by the fire, her guinea pig cheeks jostling as she nibbles a cherry tomato. Or nibbles a cherry tomato. Were you scared? Asks the wee mouse lad. The other younglings nod in excited agreement at the question. Of course I was, Grumple snaps. Terrified. We don't call it the calamity for nothing. The humans had vanished, every one. We had no way of knowing what happened to them. The only clue was the strange, dusty powder that was blowing around back then. And there we all were, trapped in the pet store without food. Our water running perilously low. We hadn't seen Mr. Hansen in days, and in the distance, fires raged. And remember, back then, everything was fear and confusion. Fear for need of food, fear for need of shelter, fear for predators. It was all we knew. More than that, it was all we could experience. But when the humans vanished, everything changed for us. And then we became the humans, said as a bouncing little mole lass. Ew, protests the friend sitting next to her. Ew, indeed, says Grumple. Humans were enormous, foul-smelling giants, and they were each of random temperament. Some might feed you, yet others might kick you away. We were always bowing and scrapping to please them out of fear of punishment. But when the calamity happened, we were afraid no longer. It was like a fog was lifted from our minds. Gears that had long lain dormant suddenly began to turn within our noggins, and at that moment, I knew what I had to do. My teeth are powerful, of course, says Grumple proudly, so I chewed through the plastic casing of the latch that held my cage shut, and then I began to help the others too. Soon, almost everyone was freed. Like Smokey? Inquires the youngling, and all the little ones shiver at that dreaded name. I heard she was in the pet shop too. Yes, we freed Smokey too, admits Grumple. In those days, she was just a kitten, sweet and dear. We did not yet know what she would become, and Grumple shakes her head sadly. Tidbit and Patch were there, weren't they? Asks a young shrew. Yes, they were all there as well, says Grumple nodding, and they were poorly off. Dear Tidbit was malnourished and pregnant, but once freed, we found food and learned to operate the great cranks that used to make water back then. Sadly, only one of Tidbit's babes survived the ordeal. And that was Mezzy? Yes, says Grumple. That was our Messiah, the firstborn of what would become our new colony. The guinea pig shakes her head and gives a wistful chuckle. Oh, those were interesting times, she says fondly. Though we didn't find it so charming then. We had never had to fend for ourselves, and everywhere we looked, the land was in upheaval. Our story was just beginning, just as the stories of you, children, are only just beginning now. We had to learn to survive. Things are different now. We've learned much. But always we struggled to build our community so that together we all thrive. The humans had everything but lost it. We must wield the great tools they left behind and somehow together build a better world from the ruin we inherited. Messiah closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. He tries to blank his mind, but his sensitive mouse ears pick up all of the noises of the colony. The squeaks of playful young furs, distant hammering, and the hum of countless conversations all prevent him from calming his nerves. Easy there, says Grumple. And she lays a guinea pig paw on his shoulder. No need to be nervous. This is the easy part. Easy for you to say, he replies. Everybody trusts you already. Hey, I'm new to this, she reminds him. You think people look at my bulk and think I should be out in the field? I've got something to prove too, but there's no need to fret about the departure. Like I said, this is the easy part. Messiah shakes his head, and the two of them walk to the gates to meet up with the others. Ringer and Whisper are already there waiting for them. Ringer practically bounces with excitement, and Whisper frowns as she does her best to pretend she can't see him. Whisper's a girl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good to know. Okay, cool. Oh, that works out. All right. We're finally doing it, the hamster calls out. It's the big day. Yes, it is, agrees Patch, and turning, Messiah and his friends see the colony leaders, Patch and Tidbit, arriving with the providers. Even Ringer falls silent. The providers are living legends, seasoned warriors, skilled craft critters, and expert scouts. These grizzled professionals are responsible for protecting the colony, as well as foraging in the wilds for food, water, and other supplies. Ready to go to it? Asks Cookie, giving a wink to the nervous trainees. Yes, squeals Ringer. The rest of you are silent but trying to look confident. After several weeks of intense training, you are indeed ready to go out on your first mission. Becoming providers will allow the colony to expand and store more food, but it is dangerous work. The world beyond the safety of the colony is filled with countless perils. The predators that once cowered from the humans now roam with impunity, and many critters, desperate for resources, have become territorial and aggressive. Providers are considered heroes for a reason, and everyone has the scars to prove it. You leave at once, traveling toward the fabled dungeon of Enjo. You are mostly silent as a multitude of thoughts fire rapidly through your minds. The providers give little reassurances here and there and point out items of interest on the walk. But the providers have their own mission this day, and halfway to Enjo, you part ways. Trust yourself, says Tuft before leaving, and trust each other. And remember, if you've got to turn tail and retreat, then by all means do so. Select the raid on Enjo mission card. This will be your main mission for this game session. That's number 1 here. So this is our first mission. Raid on Enjo. And it says, Patch puts a paw on Messiah's shoulder and says, I can't believe my son is old enough to raid Enjo. He shakes his head in disbelief. Listen, you be careful out there. Be alert and don't get cocky. Your mom is going to be worried sick, even with Grumple along for protection. I'll be fine, groans Messiah. You will be, agrees Patch, so long as you trust each other and work together. So our mission goal, find a way into Enjo, which sounds like it's a dungeon. Get out with a bag of onion snoodles. Onion snoodles. Available travel methods on foot. So there are vehicles in this game, is my understanding, according to the little tokens that I was sorting out earlier. And it looks like the location is C1. So on our little overworld map here, C1 is Enjo. And if you succeed, you read entry 98.1. If you fail, read 98.2.
And we have 5 time.
Oh yeah, 5 time. Yeah. So time in this game.
0.
Yeah. Put it at 0, please. Don't start it at 5. So time in this game increases. Various reasons will increase it. If you rest to heal, it'll increase it. Moving on to a new location will increase it. There's many ways, I'm sure, that increase it when you're just dilly-dallying. It will go up. You don't lose when you hit this time of 5, but every time you go over it, for every time value you've increased past 5 in this case, you'll be drawing cards that could hurt your colony. And if you do too many times over, you could fail, because I think you fail if your population or your morale or something goes to 0 or something, or your food. I don't remember. We'll figure it out. But
and I'm wondering too if the success also affects the time, like how much time you used. Maybe it'll say something in there. We haven't.
Maybe there is more here. I'll read, but I just want to show that. Okay. It says, choose a player to be the bookkeeper. We're not going to do this. We're going to ignore this whole... It has this whole thing. Like, you could tell this game was heavily inspired by this War of Mine, like passing around a book to determine who's the current player and all that stuff. It wants you to pass around the dashboard to do that. We're going to just ignore it. We're going to play full co-op. We'll just take our turns going back and forth, whatever. But it says, choose a player to be the bookkeeper. Give that player the campaign dashboard. Then set the clues to... and the time dials on the dashboard to 0.
Okay.
Then set the food, which is a cheese token.
Yep.
The thumbs up, which is morale. And the gear dials, which is scrap, to 5. So our food, morale, and scrap all start at 5. And then it says set the population dial to 8.
8.
So we have 8 people in our colony, 8 mouths to feed, or 8 mouths to protect. I don't know. The bookkeeper will take the first turn, and play will proceed in clockwise order. Here, let's roll a die, and whoever gets higher. So the dice in this game are interesting. They go from -2 to +3, FYI. And you'll see why we roll them.
Oh, I got +3. I'm first.
All right, so you'll go first. Okay. And I assume these are exactly the same. I checked earlier, and I was like, the book, again, doesn't tell you. Again, the book was rushed, for sure. At least I don't remember it telling you, but I had to look. All right. Move the party location marker to an adjacent location on the travel map. We suggest traveling to E Street, as that is the quickest path to your mission location, which is Enjo. Once you have traveled to an adjacent location on the travel map, go to the page number listed on that location. And the next times we play, we'll be starting on this page to get going, so you don't have to read through this every time you sit down. You would just, on the second play or beyond, you just start here, and it tells you how to get going and set up, which is neat.
Yeah, that's cool.
So tune in for the next episode to read page 3. All right.
So we're going to move our friend to E Street.
So this is our party. This is our whole party right here.
Yeah.
So Gimbal is carrying our whole party.
Yeah.
The other thing in this game, you'll hear me reading story, and it'll mention all 4 of the characters. It always assumes they're all with you. So FYI, you'll hear like, they'll be talking about Gimbal and Ringer, but they're with us, but we're not playing with them. So just keep that in mind. There are birds in the game for sure, Sajat. But yeah, I don't know about fish. But anyways,
we'll find out.
We'll find out. But just based on the tokens I was punching out earlier and stuff, there's for sure a bird. All right. So it says start. Time +1. We're at 1 on the time dial. If this is your first time on this page during this campaign, read the following. Otherwise, skip to setup. So it says, Gah! Snarls Gimple in irritation as Maziah's cloak tickles her nose. You see anything yet? The young mouse stands on Grumple's burly shoulders, peeking through a knothole in the wooden fence. Maziah scans the quiet street on the other side, taking in the hulking forms of decaying cars and patches of tall grass that grow from the cracks in the ground, in the ruined pavement. It isn't much cover from the birds, and all but useless if you run into a cat. I should really just pick this up and read it. I'm trying to read from like far away. It's gonna suck when we have all the stuff on the board, and then we gotta read all these entries, and it's a little further away. Maybe we can bring it closer, but we'll see. All right. It'll be a lot of running for cover, but the coast is clear, Maziah says as he drops lightly from Grumple's shoulders. About time, goes Ringer. Shh, hisses Whisper with a glare. Ringer just winks and smiles crookedly, jiggling hamster cheeks full of nibbles. You push aside the loose fence board and push into tall grass on the other side. You are going to risk the city street, and your tums turn sour as adrenaline floods your little bodies. Setup. Place the characters on the entry space. Right here. We start in the bottom. Okay. Then it says place scavenge tokens on the indicated spaces. So just start grabbing from the 2 pile. Don't look at them. Yep, one here, and here, and here. All right. Okay. So there's our scavenge tokens. They're all 2 difficulty. And once we've gone through all the 2s, you start pulling from 3s. Then once you've gone through the 3s, you start pulling from 4 difficulty.
I'm just going to use this as a discard.
Yeah, that's our discard pile. Yeah. Next is encounter. Draw an encounter card. See generating an encounter on page 6 of the rulebook for more info. All right, so we're going to draw an encounter card. So this little deck of encounters, we're going to shuffle it up here. Our first one. I don't know if you shuffle it every time though, because I know they add to the bottom of decks. I was reading online that yeah, you don't shuffle after that. I don't think, unless it tells you to. All right. So our first encounter is situation hostile. So there's this little poker chip here to let you know if it's safe, where you can basically converse with enemies and convince them to join our population at our colony, or if it's hostile, they're going to fight you. So you can try, just like in Shadows of Kilforth actually, with the strangers, you can go up and try to influence them, but if you fail, they become hostile. So the situation in this game is either hostile or safe, and it's just basically the enemies will behave different based on that. So it's now become hostile. I don't want to sound BC Cyst, Groans Whisper, but I really hate roaches. Oh, I get it. Setup encounter. Number of roaches equals number of characters times 2. So 4 roaches we need. I'm going to grab roaches from the enemy deck.
Okay, and they will go here in the enemy start area. Awesome.
So here's the roaches card. So you grab their enemy card. They are traded special, small, and bug. And if they have a threat card of 1 to 3, which is the number anything, they only have 1 attack option. But some enemies will have multiple options on them. For example, this guy, if you grab a 1 to 2, it'll do its aimed pot shot ability. If you have a 3 threat that goes under this guy, you'll do the rusted wrench ability. But these roaches, each one has a health value of 1. But to hit them, you have to succeed on a attack test of 3 or higher to get through the defense to do that single hit. And it's on each roach. And the roaches will basically hit based on how many roaches are there plus 2. So the more roaches there are, the higher the attack. All roaches move, then all roaches attack. Roaches sharing a space attack together as one. X equals the number of roaches in that space. So they do a vicious swarm attack, moving 2, no range, and then attacking.
Okay, so this is going to go here.
Yep.
Oops, sorry. This is our first.
So the enemies, you'll just put them up, down here in order, and they resolve from top to bottom. Fallout all over again. This is like Fallout. Yeah, it's like definitely inspired by Fallout for sure. That's how I feel too.
Yes, and Mark is right here. If you have Mice and Mystics, you can use the Roach minis from the game. Yeah.
We don't have Mice and Mystics. I've been wanting to buy that game for like 8 years, but my daughter, every time I'm holding it in the game store, I'm like, honey, you want to play this with me? I'm only going to buy it if you play it with me. And she always says, nah. So I just keep putting it back. I try basically like once a year. I go, now do you want to play? No. So, yeah. Now that I have this, though, I would definitely try to play this instead because it looks to be a little more advanced, more in the vein of the games we normally play.
Yeah,
which I like. But yes,
yeah,
there is in the rule book talks about from the other games you can grab components to upgrade your game and that kind of stuff is in there. So,
well, luckily you have range, right? I guess we didn't really talk about our characters.
So let's talk about our characters. So we have these little ability cards which go in the main deck once we unlock them, but you start off with them every time, not in your hand. They are just kind of locked away until the game tells you to grab them and start using them. And they go right to your hand. And then when you spend them, they go back in the deck and can come out and any player can use them after that. So that's what's hiding behind our little player boards there. I'm using Messiah. His 4 health here in the top right. His traded Sharpie and Mouse. Starting ability is Team Focus. We'll go over that in a sec. Starting item is Toothpick Crossbow. The goal to basically complete his quarter of the campaign is have Mission 11 in your Banished deck box and 2 or more alliance cards in your colony supply deck box. When I'm doing a agility, is it? Mm-hmm. Agility test. So basically the green test with that little wing symbol, or I guess that symbol, not necessarily green, because you could start an agility test with a white card, but I would get +2 to that type of test, and then I also get +1 to instinct tests. Is the other one, which is what the test you do when you're trying to influence somebody when it's safe, or when you're trying to search tokens and scavenge. Okay, my Team Focus ability, I can play it by spending 1 white card, like at least 1 power of a white card. I can use a 3 card or a 2 card, but it has to be white. Use before rolling any resolution die for a skill test. Reduce the difficulty of that test by 1 for each other character in your space. So obviously this ability would get better if we were playing with more characters, but we're not, so deal with it. All right, and then the item I'm starting with is a Toothpick Crossbow. It's a 2-handed weapon, so I can't hold another weapon right now. I get +1 when I'm doing range attacks to my test, and then when you defeat an enemy with defense 5+ using this weapon, I get +1 scrap. Of course, we got roaches, which are only 3 defense, so that won't help me at all. And this is a starting item. What do you got over there, Mel?
Okay. I'm playing Whisper, also has 4 health. He's an odd 1 and a mouse. Starting ability is Tumble. Starting item is my Chopstick. And my goal is to build a Mender's Hut and have 20+ population. I have +2 defense and +1 strength on his card. So then my ability is Tumble. It costs at least 2 white cards. Class Odd is my starting class. Use when being attacked by an enemy in your space. That attack automatically misses. Move your figure across a dashed line on an adjacent space.
Two in adjacent space.
Sorry, 2 in adjacent space. You cannot tumble if you are trapped or are surrounded by solid lines.
So lines on the map. So let's talk about... Oh, sorry. You still have your weapon.
And then just my weapon is my Chopsticks. Also is 2-handed. It's a melee weapon. It gives me +1 defense, +1 strength. Actually, +1 attack. It's a different symbol, that red symbol.
So when you're doing red tests, you get this +1, which is also the same test you would do if you're attacking. This +1 is only if you're attacking, not when you're doing a red test.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, okay. It's a little slippery. But
okay, and then when moving, treat all solid green lines as dashed white lines. And then you can explain the...
Yeah, so the lines on the map, so they're divided up. I don't know if you can tell, but this long line right here going across here is green. So is this line, and so is this line that stops here. This is green here and green here. And to move across those, you can spend a green card of at least 1 point to get across. So 1 point of a card being spent to do a move action. So this red, I can't use this 1 point, which I normally be able to move across dashed lines, which are basically all the rest of the lines on this map. I can use 1 point to just move usually. So I can move this way across this dashed line. But to get across this green line, I have to either spend 3 points worth of cards or 1 point of green to get across a green line. Same thing with red, same thing with blue. You need the cards of that color to get across for more efficiently. The other thing, let's talk about this deck actually. In here, the 4 different suits each have 3 1s in the deck, 2 2s, and a single 3. Same thing for threat cards. The Calamity, there's only 1 Calamity card in here. So when you see that, it will come up. Sylvester, thank you so much for subscribing. Let me just... Okay, and... what else we need to know? Oh yeah, and the wilds, or the white cards, are the same. They have 3 1s in here, 2 2s, and a 3. And what we were saying before, so this is normally a like strength or attack test, but it's really strength, which you use for doing melee attacks and tests that require strength. When doing a test, you play a card to start the action. So this would mean be doing a strength test or an attack. After that first card, I can only add cards to the test that match the color of the starting card or the number. Oli Brom, if I'm saying that right, thank you for subscribing.
Thank you.
So I could play this one because it matches the starting card. I could play this one because it matches the starting card by number. But I also can match by color, so I could also play this too. But it has to match the starting card. I cannot play this 2 white. It's not a wild color, it's white. But it is wild for these actions starting specific actions. But the cards after the first one have to match number or color. Not symbol, number or color. Huge, okay? So I can play this one, or I can't play this one.
But you could play a white 1.
Sorry, I was trying to show this as a bad example. Yes, this one is a white 2. And I can't use it right now to match the symbol. I'm trying to match red or 2. So this is doesn't satisfy a red
or 1.
A red or a 1.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm confusing myself now. So this won't work. But like Mel said, this card, it's a white 1. But because the number matches to the starting card, I can play it. So yes, it's a little weird. Because they call these cards like wilds, but they're really only wild for the action when you're starting it. So they're just really good for helping you either A, spend on your ability because you need to do white cards to do it, or you need to spend white cards to like actually fire off your action. But they can help you start any one of these. But
then if you start it with a white 1, you can only do white cards or 1s.
Number 1, yep, correct.
Yeah.
You can't then, if I do a 1 strength test, I can't play a strength card to help that test. Yes. Yep. So yeah, that I notice is a thing people get really hung up on, and I'll probably mess it up.
But I think once you get it, you get it.
Yeah, I get it. I just still have trouble explaining it. So we'll see, and I'll probably mess it up as we play because it seems weird. I don't know. Basically, you should win a solo poker session to start swinging. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. What's that? There's a game where you have to do that, where you have to like follow the suits or you have to follow the colors. I don't know, like it's like Crazy Eights or Uno? Something, or Uno or something.
Kind of, but it's not based on the last card that was played. It's based only on the first card.
Yeah, it's based on the first card. So it's almost like, which they tell you to do in the group task, you have all the cards, but you should almost say, play it like this and then play them like that. So you're following this card, not so much the line of cards.
Oh, whatever. We'll get it. But just so you guys know, that's how it works. Yeah. All right. Anything else for...
Nope, that setup was easy.
Okay. There's no reward on this one for beating these guys. That's interesting.
No, yeah, sometimes they come with loot on them. Yep.
Rule reminder. Scavenge. The colony always needs resources to survive. To gather a resource, move your character onto a space with a scavenge token and perform a scavenge action by resolving an instinct skill test. The difficulty of a scavenge skill test is equal to the number on the back of the token. If you succeed, reveal the token and claim the prize on the other side. Often this involves increasing dials on your campaign dashboard. And that's all we read. You're not supposed to read any of this other stuff, I don't think.
Nope.
Until it happens. But there are eyeballs on here that match up to spaces. So when we enter space with the 1 eyeball or the 2 eyeball or the 3 eyeball, you're supposed to read these entries the first time that happens, and they'll tell you some stuff. There's also an exit space up here in the left. So if we want to move on to a different location on here, we have to exit up here. And we're on the entry space, which is a different symbol down here. There's also a eyeball with a line through it. That's a hidden location where characters who are not big traded can hide so they're not targeted by enemies. There's also double white lines up here I forgot to mention. By this tire is a double white line which you can't move through, or there's no line of sight or range through at all. Solid white lines, you can't move through them, but you still have line of sight and can use range attacks and stuff over them. There are no solid white lines I see on this one. All right. That's all we get. So let's start the party.
Only other thing I guess we just didn't talk about is how enemies will activate. Do we want to worry about that later?
Okay. Yeah, we'll do it when we draw cards.
Will you just pass me the book because I just want to have the on the back side?
Oh, yes. We need the reference. So this game doesn't come with reference sheets or cards, but at least the back of the rule book they used, which I like.
Yeah,
that they threw a reference on there.
Yeah.
At least they did that right.
Yeah. All right. So I'm first. So I'm going to draw 5 cards. You start by drawing 5. Or up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So I did not get any calamity cards, which we would deal with first, and I got no threat cards. So that's great.
All good, which means I'm going to draw a handful of black cards, and we're going to be in trouble.
This is interesting. So I have, these are all green cards.
That can be used for range attacks.
Which is definitely helpful to get also over the green line.
Yes, that too.
What's the speed of the roaches? Like how much can they move?
They move where?
Oh, they're over here. Sorry.
You tell me. 2, right?
2. Yeah, they move for 2. Okay. So could potentially I don't have arranged. I'm a melee person.
No, but you can always range attack with green cards. You can initiate a range attack always up to 1 space away. Or in the same space as yours.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But weapons could have a range value. Like this one, I probably forgot to explain it, has a range weapon 3 on it. So this can actually fire up to 3 spaces away. But by default, you could, without any range, I guess you're just kind of like throwing rocks or something, you can, I'm pretty sure, do a range attack. I think.
But then I'd have to be like...
I could be wrong, though. I don't know if you need a ranged weapon to do a range attack. But in the book, let me see the book. I think it just says, range attack. Target one enemy up to 1 space away and resolve an opposed skill test. The difficulty of the test is the target's defense value. Yeah, you just wouldn't get to use this towards that attack, but that makes sense because it's a melee weapon. It doesn't have a range bonus. But for me, I have to do a range attack to get this bonus. So if I did a melee attack, but even range you can do in your own space. You can range attack up to 1 space away, yes.
Yeah,
even if you don't have a ranged weapon.
Yeah, I just worry about getting so close to those roaches with so many of them right now. So I think I'm thinking about using maybe green, possibly up to 3 movement to move 1, 2, 3, and then maybe start that. You think?
1, 2. You do what you want, but I would personally, based on you even having this wild, you can do so much range attacking, even all separate. You can do as many actions as long as you have cards to fuel it. So you could literally move into this space by spending like 1, 2 move even. And then you could start attacking these guys, not even in their space, and maybe eliminate some roaches. So when they do, because they'll get you. If you're here, they won't see you, so they'll come for me if I'm not there with you. But then I'm getting hit for 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2 or plus 2? 4 plus 2, right? 2. So they're hitting for 6 tests. So I'm going to get hit for 1 no matter what if I don't defend it. So I would think let's eliminate them because then even a defense test. But again, if you're not wiping them all out, you're still probably going to get hit unless you waste defensive cards on a defense test.
Which I do have. I could hold this defense card. I do have defense of 3 here, plus defense. I'd have defense of 6.
But again, like Jana's saying, they won't attack unless we draw a threat card. But
Correct.
my assumption is based on how many are in the deck, we're going to draw threat cards sooner
Yeah,
or later.
exactly.
We just need to draw one and they're attacking us. So
But you're right. If I can get rid of one of them, it still makes it...
I'm preparing for the worst, that's all. But just based on you having all these green cards means I'm going to see no green cards. So...
I know. I could give you a green card to get
maybe
over
I
the...
Maybe I will, but who knows, you know what I mean?
I could give you a green card to get over the line as well.
Well, I can range attack from where I am.
Okay.
I wish I drew this hand, because I would just go pew, pew, pew.
I know, right?
And I would start firing at them.
Okay, so let's then do...
But also, if you want to go hide and go after object or scavenge tokens, go nuts. Like, do whatever. I don't know what the proper thing is to do. I know we're racing against time. I know enemies will hit us. And no matter how much the enemy's hitting for, that's just a test you're defending against if you want to defend. But if you don't defend or you fail your defense test, it's always just you getting hit for 1 of your 4 health.
Yeah.
So, but if those roaches hit one of us 4 times, we're done. Like, we're not done, but you're wounded, you come back later, that kind of thing. But
yeah. So Jat's in the chat with quotes.
I can give you a green card to get over the line.
Oh my god. Okay. I will try to... So if I try to start a... What's their defense?
Where's the rule book?
Right here.
Yeah. I want to have it in your butt so we can reference it.
Their defense is 3, so I'd have to...
You can melee attack, range attack,
that.
scavenge, recover, but you don't have a status effect. You can move. You can equip/trade, play 1 card of any color to move items between or being equipped or being in your pack. You may also place batteries or exchange items with a character sharing your space. You can encourage, give an action card to a player that has 2 or fewer cards. Yeah. And I don't think you have to be in the same space for that.
No.
Activate ability, play white cards to activate your ability. That's all you really can do.
Oh yeah, thanks. When moving, treat all solid lines as dash white lines.
All solid green lines.
Green lines, yes,
green
yes,
lines.
yes.
Yep.
But I think it's fine because I would just use, okay, let's do a move of 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I can, again, with the lines doesn't matter. So we'll do, like you said, 1, 2. We have to read number
Go
1.
ahead.
You notice a human shoe, once fancy, vibrant red. It is now covered in a thin layer of dust. Some say when the humans disappeared, all that was left were the shoes and wisps of dust that drifted away on the breeze.
So their clothes went with them, but their shoes were left behind?
Yeah. Maybe their clothes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Something in those shoes. Something in the shoes is the key.
Okay. So now I could use this to
Try to grab an item?
No, can I use this as a range?
You can use whatever one of these 4 symbols you want.
So let's, because then that could possibly kill 1, and then potentially I could kill another one.
Remember, we roll dice for them, right?
Potentially.
So Mel's calculating a test. So against these guys, they have 3 defense. So let's say she initiates a range attack for 3, just playing a single card. Because it's opposed, you have an enemy, they roll this to mess with their defensive number, and you roll this to possibly mess with your attack number. So let's say you did this. This is just me showing an example. So you're hitting 3. They have a defensive 3. Just so we understand what is at stake here. So you would roll this. This would reduce your card by 1, so it's a 2. Mm-hmm. But this also reduces their defense down to 2. So as long as you meet the number or higher than, which you have met it exactly, you would succeed in doing a hit and killing 1 roach. So you have to keep in mind that this could be like a plus and this could be a minus, but this could also be a plus. This could be, they could be zeros, like who knows, right? So just keep that in mind. You could play a single 1 card and get like a +2 or +3, and they might get a minus and you totally wreck them still. So you don't always have to commit 3 to it.
No, I know.
But you might want to overcommit. You might want to undercommit and try just doing separate attacks.
Yeah, or keep it to use for my special when they attack you. Yeah, that is true, because then it will make them automatically miss, which, yes.
The dice modifiers are like the cards in Gloomhaven.
Yeah, except you can't manipulate them.
Or make them better.
Make them better.
I can't change the sides on them. Get rid of all these negatives off of here. And
so maybe I should actually start with initiating it with that.
They're doing a melee attack? Or a range
range
attack?
attack of 3.
Okay, go ahead.
but keeping my card for now. Let's do that. Oh, man.
So see? So this is now a 2
And
against a 6.
Yeah, so they
so
win.
you obviously failed.
So that's fine. Please get discarded. Okay. So yeah, maybe I keep it when they attack me if you draw a black card. And I hold it. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
So you drew cards. You didn't get Calamity.
Nope.
You didn't get any threat.
Nope.
You did your actions, and you check threat. We're good.
Yep, we're all good.
So that's my
I
turn.
can leave them up like that because it's open hand. So
2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. So no Calamity. Now I place threat. So this goes underneath that roach card. So now we know the roaches are going to attack at the end of my
Your
turn.
turn,
Yep.
in the check threat step.
In the check threat, yes. So I have 2 single blues, a single red, and a 2 yellow.
Oh, I should have gave you that one, the one green card to get you over the line.
Yeah. That's okay. All right. So I'll just spend this 1 to move here. I'll then do a test on this token, rolling this white die. So it's an instinct test to try to pick up this little scavenge token. I get a 0. 2 is enough. And it is 2 food. So little cheese icons there for food.
Okay, so we're going to 7 food.
Yep, and this go to the discard pile, so we won't see that token again until the next session we play. So we'll keep ripping through 2s until we start putting 3s on the board, which is nice. So this is also gone. I could spend 3 to get over, but I don't have 3 to get over the green line. So I'll just hold. Is it less than 2 or 2 cards? What is this? 2 or fewer.
2 or fewer, yeah.
I could give you a card. You're going to be attacked, right?
Yeah, but I can use this to tumble away.
Okay.
I can tumble to an adjacent space.
And you want to tumble, or do you want to just try a defensive test using that 3 plus 1 of these?
Well, I don't even need. I would have 3, 6 total. I'd have.
But they can go up to
6, right? 4, 5, 6.
Plus
that, yeah.
Right? I assume they roll this too, right? Or no?
No, they don't roll that.
Oh, they don't roll anything?
No.
Do you roll any dice on your test?
Oh, now I'm forgetting.
Yeah, so I think when you defend...
Now I'm forgetting.
Yeah, exactly. I'm assuming 2 dice get rolled.
Oh,
Attacking...
we got a sub, sorry.
Oh, Slalomar... yeah, I'm probably saying that wrong. Thank you so much for subscribing.
That one was quiet.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but some of them happen... I don't know.
Don't miss the eye symbols. They're important rules sometimes. Perfect. Thank you. Yes, we read the one. Oh, did you?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm
Okay.
good.
I thought we missed another one.
Okay, so let's go back to what I was looking up. Attacking / defending. The enemy now attacks the target character. The character may then defend by resolving an opposed skill test of any attribute.
Oh, so then yes, you roll.
Any attribute. But you would obviously do this because you get +2 to it.
Yeah, or I use this.
But I could use green and get +2 to it also, right? Does any attribute. The difficulty of the test is equal to the attack, or the number of the attack. If the target character succeeds in this opposed skill test, the attack misses. Otherwise, the attack hits and inflicts 1 wound on that character.
Yeah, so we would roll.
So it is opposed.
Okay.
You do roll both.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
I will. But I think I'm fine because I have 2 ways to block it.
Okay. You don't want a number 1 anyway?
No.
All right.
Unless you want to get rid of it.
I don't know. I'm just saying, speak now or forever hold your peace. All right.
Yeah. No.
So that is that. So we're gonna check threat, and we're gonna resolve these guys' turn. So an enemy turn, which I just had open there. We're gonna determine their action. They only have 1.
Yep.
They're gonna move.
Yep. They can move up to 2.
And they'll go to the closest character. They don't care about solid green, red, or blue lines, or whatever. They treat them as dotted lines.
Yep. They're coming in.
And then target. So it's gonna pick you. You're the only character in that space, and then it's gonna do that whole attack thing. So do you want to just take a hit, or do you want to try on a defensive?
No, I think I'm going to use my
skill test.
I'm going to use my tumble because now that they're in the same space as me, I think I'd rather be. Yeah, I'm going to tumble away, so I can spend up to 2 white card. I'll spend a 3 white card. When being attacked by an enemy in your space, it automatically misses. Move your mouse figure across a dashed line to an adjacent space. You cannot tumble if you are trapped or surrounded by solid lines. So I could go when moving. I could go anywhere. Let's go here, because maybe I do want to go and get that, because after seeing that was 2 food.
Why don't you go over this, or does it have to be over dashed?
Well, it says over a dash, but then this says when moving, treat all solid lines. Okay, so I guess I can go here.
Because it's closer, right?
Yeah, then it's only one space. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. So their attack misses.
Cavalor, welcome. Greetings from Germany, he says, or she says, the rule book of this game is awful. I agree. I may have said something about that already in the stream.
We're working with it as best we can, and thanks to the chat for help as well.
If you notice any rules mistakes, like we said earlier, feel free to drop them in the live chat or timestamp them below if you're watching this in the future.
Yes. Okay, so then we remove this threat card, and we would remove any other threat cards, but there's none. Okay, so that was that. Me? So I already have 1, so I'm only gonna draw 4 cards.
Yeah, and this card has this game has like a hard 5 hand limit. So if you ever draw like a 6th card or more, you have to then immediately kind of discard down to 5. You always draw up to 5 this turn.
Okay, I drew the Calamity card. So this is done at the end of the turn. Randomly check threat.
Nope.
This is done right now?
Right now. If you draw a Calamity card, roll a die and add your time. If the total is the Calamity value, or equal to or greater than the Calamity value, resolve the Calamity entry on the current page once per page.
Oh, so our Calamity is +3. A dark
3 or higher.
Yeah.
So roll the die.
Oh, we don't have to read that first?
Roll the die.
Okay.
2 plus 1 is 3, so we do that.
Oh.
A dark shadow glides over you, as does a tiny pinpoint of red. Dust Feather's laser eyes searches for a victim. Environment card, Dust Feather. This is probably bad.
Probably, yeah.
Grab an environment card. It's going to give us some new rules. Place Dust Feather token on an enemy entry space.
Okay, so this is our Dust Feather token.
Okay. So there's your bird. After taking a turn with a character, if it is not on a hiding space, reveal and discard the top card from the action deck. Move Dust Feather that many spaces towards the character. A claw, the Calamity thing, equals 0. Crossing any type of lines. If Dust Feather enters that character's space, he targets that character with a ranged attack of 5. Dust Feather has a defense of 6 and 1 life, and can only be attacked using a weapon with range 2+.
That's you, my friend.
So I need to shoot this bird out of the sky.
Whoa. That's crazy. I really wish I didn't use my 3 white card to use my tumble and kept it being so close to that bird. Ooh, okay. Oh, I got 3 here anyways. Or 2, which is all I need. Okay. Wow. Wow.
Web thing, he says, I was just about to track this game down on tabletop software. What is the general impression? Are you having fun? We have roaches and birds all over the board, so no, I'm not having any fun. No, I'm just joking. It seems fine so far, but we're literally just in the first encounter, so
yeah.
Stay tuned. I'll give I guess we'll talk about it at the end of this stream, like we usually do at the end of a stream. We'll talk about it at the end of this first stream, because I know some people won't watch beyond the first episode of our playthrough of the campaign, so we'll kind of discuss it at the end. But again, my impressions can go up and down. Obviously, I like to play campaign games all the way through, because sometimes they start good, and then you can tell they get repetitive, or you just don't have a desire to go back and play them. Sometimes they fall flat, but we'll see. We'll see if it gives us the like cliffhanger, I need to watch the next one kind of feeling.
Okay. Well. I am going... Do I... Play a 1. No, that's not going to work.
What are you thinking? Tell us out loud what's going through your head right now.
I could do 1 ranged attack to try to get one of the roaches, but I doubt I'll even get it. I'd have to
Rolling
throw
dice.
some other things in here.
They could get a -2.
They could.
You could get a +3.
They could.
And wreck them.
So I mean, it would all come down to the dice in that point.
Sometimes
that would
you gotta
be
just. But the odds are there. The more you constantly attack, some of them you're just gonna get lucky on.
I know.
Like, so there's that trade-off of, do we play a whole bunch of cards together to try to get a bigger hit attack?
Yeah.
Or do you just do a bunch of little low attacks and see maybe the dice help you out? I don't know.
True.
I'm not sure.
That would be that. And then I could spend this 1 white to move here. And then I could spend this 2 to initiate a scavenge on that. Is kind of what I'm thinking about doing with the cards that I've been dealt here. So, well, let's try. I mean, if it misses, it misses. It's no harm to me, I guess. This card.
Yep.
So
Cycles
let's
it through the deck. We see it again.
Yeah, let's do a 1 range attack on one of the roaches.
Yep. They have a defense of 3 right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I got 4. Oh, I got
You're
4
good.
and they got 4. So tie goes to me.
You succeed on the skill test as long as you equal or above. So you take off a roach.
1 goes away. That was good. Okay.
See, have faith.
I know, right?
Have faith in the dice. They never fail.
So that's gone. Then I'll use 1 as movement. I'll move here.
Well, you're hidden from the
So I'll
dust
be
feather
hidden
bird.
from the bird too, which is good. But you will also have a chance to take it out if you...
It depends what I draw into. I could draw into 3 black cards. And then I got nothing going on. I'm stuck in the corner. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm getting attacked by these guys next. And maybe this guy too. So I don't know.
Here. I'll pass you a defense card. I'm not using that. Then I will attempt to scavenge here.
So you're doing an instinct. Treating that as a instinct 2.
Yep. And I'll roll this.
I symbol Mel. Stop. 3.
Oh,
3, 3.
3, 3, 3. The shadow of an abandoned card looks like it would make a great hiding place. Rule or reminder. Hiding spot. A character on a eyeball with a line through it, space, cannot be targeted by an enemy in a different space. An enemy will not move towards a character that was hidden unless there's no other characters to move towards.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. And now I will roll for the scavenge test.
Difficulty 2.
4. Got it.
All right. What do we get?
We got battery.
A battery.
I forget where this goes.
I don't know either. On your card, I think. You picked it up. I think you keep it.
Okay.
And then you get to use it on other items that need battery power to charge or whatever.
Okay.
I think. That's at least what I get from the rules.
Okay. That was that.
Right. So no enemies. It's me.
Yes.
Draw 2 cards. Oh, the other thing.
Oh, no, scrap? No, I think only the components.
Yeah,
are scrap.
Scrap is a different symbol. It's the gear symbol.
Yeah.
That's a battery, which can be used for other things.
Yeah,
Hello, Rory.
Hi. Because I do know that you can put them on cards to power them up.
Okay, so start of the turn, I could discard cards before I draw up if I want.
Yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to get rid of the 1s and just keep that 3.
Yeah. I'm going to get rid of these. Okay, now I'll draw 4 cards. Yeah. Well, they're in there. The deck's getting smaller. It's bound to happen. So these right now. So the first one was.
Oh, you don't shuffle
this
them?
one? I would assume.
Actually, the first one doesn't even matter because it's the same.
Yeah.
And then this goes here.
But in the future, I think it's as you draw them, no?
No. I'll look into that because I thought that you have to shuffle them in.
They're already shuffled in a deck, so I would just do them as they come out. The first one goes down, the second one goes down, and just go down. Okay, so now I only have 3 cards to work with here. Great, fun times. Okay.
You could move. Oh, sorry. Does that bird have to do something? Not yet, right?
After taking a turn with a character, if it's not in on a hiding space, reveal and discard the top card from the action deck. Move Dust Feather that many spaces towards the character.
I was hidden, so we don't have to worry about that. So after your turn.
If I don't go hidden.
But you could go. You could move to here. And then you won't get attacked by the roaches. And then
the most it'll move is 3.
Yeah, and then you wouldn't get attacked by the bird either.
Yeah, well, this is like big waste of time.
I know. Next time I get a green card, I'll throw it to you.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, because I can't even do a melee attack, right? I can't even.
No.
Yeah, all right. So let's just move.
Dust Feather should have moved after my turn, but I was hidden.
After taking a turn with a character, if it is not on a hiding space,
Yeah.
you're on a hiding space.
Yep.
I stop reading.
I think we're good.
I stop reading. Right? Unless there's some missed typo on here. After taking a turn with a character, if it is not on a hiding space. And she was on a hiding space.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
So as long as you're hiding from the bird. So how bird eyeballs work is if they're flying up in the air looking for little rodents, if they see a rodent move, they'll dive down. In this case, they saw the rodent move, but then it's gone from view. This is my understanding of bird eyeballs.
Hiding under the car.
She is now hiding under the tire. No bird will dive down. We're good. So I'm standing still, so the bird will not look for me. Correct, Mel's hidden.
Yeah, okay, good. But if you move here...
This is how I would treat it.
Yeah.
So let's... Yeah, so we'll just do a move of 1, a move of 2.
Okay, and then we got to read this.
Yep.
The concrete curb is no problem for an agile little creature like you. Rule reminder. Solid lines. Some spaces are divided by a solid line. Solid red, blue, and green lines slow a character's movement. Solid white lines cannot be moved through, but do not block line of sight. Double white lines block both movement and line of sight.
Thanks. I played that. The bird card went after whoever wasn't hidden, not just a specific character. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, he seems very powerful.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. All right, so I could use this 3 to move across here, but then that puts me in roach attack territory. So I won't. I'll hold this. Or do I give it to you? I don't know if there's a point to that.
I don't think I need it, so it's up to you.
Yeah, okay. I'll just leave it because I might need that to move after if I don't see any green. So then we go to the threat.
Okay, so the roaches will move for 2.
1, 2.
Okay. And then nothing happens, so we discard these. Okay.
Oh, and this guy goes, so...
Oh, bird's turn, yeah, sorry.
Bird. So I reveal the top card from the action deck. It's a 3. Reveal and discard.
Oh, that's good.
That's nice.
That's good. I mean, for this, it doesn't really matter,
doesn't matter,
but still, we don't want it to attack.
So it's going to move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Crossing any type of lines. If Dust Feather enters that character's space, he targets the character with a range attack 5. Dust Feather is a defensive 6 and 1 life and can only be attacked using a weapon with range 2+.
Can't even attack him. That's annoying. Okay. So now me.
Yeah, you can't attack him, period.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please, no black cards.
But remember, you might draw just a 1. He might not move all the way.
Thank goodness.
Yeah,
but I need to give you some of these red cards, no?
Shannon only plays games on hard mode. Yes. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. She does. I feel like I need to give you this. Because it's not going to go on my turn. So at least potentially you can take out the bird.
I can't use that. I have to do a range attack on him.
Oh.
I would assume.
So like this might be helpful?
Because if I use a ranged weapon to attack, I don't get the bonus from it because it would be a red test to do a melee attack. I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. Maybe I could attack him because I have a ranged weapon, but I don't know. Anyways. But I could do melee attacks on the roaches.
Yeah, I feel like I give you that.
Okay.
Because that's more helpful for you than me.
Sure.
Okay.
Means I draw into less cards, though.
Yeah. But, is that bad?
Fine.
But you could discard that
I know,
other one if you don't.
Why? Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
You don't need it to move anywhere? Like, that's 3 movement points across normal lines.
No.
You can go and start ripping through these.
No.
Or you can come down and use this to do an attack on these roaches. But then again, you'll get hit by the bird. Mm-hmm. So do whatever.
Because the bird's going to go.
Remember, he might only move 1. There's more 1s in the deck than anything. So if he only moves 1, he doesn't get you. He has to get into your space. But if he gets a 2 or 3, he's going to get you.
Yeah.
And the attack is a 5. So if you're ready to do your tumble thing, or...
Oh, I could be.
Isn't it a white card? Yeah. You could tumble, or
So,
you can try to
1, 2,
defend with
3.
any test. So you could have kept this 3 and done a defense test against him kind of thing. Like, it's just any number.
Or I could spend the 3 to move in there.
Yeah.
Then I could do an attack.
You do a couple attacks.
I could do potentially 2 attacks and see what happens.
So I would then use this 2 movement.
Oh, maybe like use that to move because I need
2 separate movements.
Yeah, I need
right because you can't use them together. And then I would move in that way. 1, 2, 3. Can you cross?
Yeah, I can cross.
You can cross green lines.
Yeah.
And then I would do like probably 3 separate attacks. Or...
No, I need 3 to move, don't I? 1, 2,
sorry.
Yeah, so I would need to do 2.
This? Oh, this is for your
This
tumble.
is for my tumble. Yeah, I'm just kind of putting it down so I don't accidentally.
Yeah. So it's up to you, or you do just 1 big attack, but like I don't know, your call. You might miss on both attacks though.
Yeah.
And then you're getting hit by the roaches and the bird.
No, the roaches aren't. Nobody's going. The bird will go for sure.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Which I could tumble away.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But the roaches won't go.
Your call.
Okay, so let's
just
try.
You want to be aggressive? That's the way to do it?
Yeah. No, you don't need to be in the same space for trading cards. It's weird, I know, but...
So Lynn says, I would run away at this point. You don't need to deal with all these enemies. Just exit the map, right? This is correct. You just need to exit the map. The only thing is any enemies you haven't defeated will go to the hunt box, and they could come into play on the next location, hunting you down. And you don't get any loot from them when you beat them in that case. In this case, this guy doesn't have loot.
Yeah, they don't drop loot.
And this one doesn't have loot, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
But you could get in a situation, you can have up to 5 enemies in play at once. So let's say on the next map we come on, they give us 2 enemies. We could bring all these with us. I don't know if the bird comes though. I don't think so.
I don't think the bird comes, because it's separate.
But we would have the roaches following us to the next place. And then we would have 3 enemies that are on us, attacking us over and over again. And I look at it like this. If we haven't got hit yet and we take these guys out, there's no way we'll get hit, right? Otherwise, we leave them on the board and maybe we want to scavenge. There's a better chance that enemies are going to hit us now or in the next location.
Yeah.
So if you just deal with them now, you don't have them again. And I don't think time is going up unless...
we leave the page.
No, I think there's like a whole surge mechanic where it's like if you have... it's safe and you have up to 4 threat cards or more, you trigger the surge thing, which increases time usually, I think.
Yeah.
At least it does in this situation from what I watch. But there's always that kind of like haunting you. But I don't think time increases unless we rest or someone dies or we spend too long in here when it's safe.
And I think when we start new pages, it usually...
yeah, obviously, because you travel to a new place. But yeah.
But I think we need to get you definitely a green card to get you over the... or 3 to get you over the... You've been stuck on the bottom, so...
But running away with the bird on the map makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, just so he doesn't deal with it. But then we got the roaches still. So
but yeah, you can't get out anyway, so I mean, no harm in me coming.
Yeah, I still have to go all the way across. So.
I'll tumble away anyways, closer to the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to do a movement of 2. 1, 2. Then I will do a movement point of 1, and when moving, I treat all solid green lines as dash white lines, so I can spend just 1 red to get over here. Then I will do an attack. I cannot attack the bird, so I'll do an attack on the roaches for 3. They have defense of 3. So they get a defense of 6, and I hit for 4, so they block it. But I'll try again. I'll do an attack of 2 on the roaches. So I get an attack of 5, and they get a defense of 2. So 1 is gone. Okay. That is that. And I'm going to hold onto this card for my tumble for the bird. So I don't even think he needs to move, actually. After taking a turn with a character, if it's not in a hiding space, reveal and discard the top card from the... So it doesn't need to move, right? We still need to draw a card?
Yep.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah.
Reveal and discard.
2 red.
Sure.
He's already in the space with me. So he's going to attack me for
5.
5. I will spend a 2 white to use my tumble ability. Use when being attacked by an enemy in your space. The attack automatically misses. Move your figure across a dashed line to an adjacent space. You cannot tumble if you are trapped or surrounded by solid lines. So I will move here. Okay. That's me.
All right.
Let's not run away from the tutorial battle.
Okay. So I'm gonna draw 4.
Mm-hmm.
3. Okay. No threat, no calamity. No green again. So I'm going to. And try a hit. All right. It will. Yeah, I'll just move in with a yellow here. And I'll try an attack of 1 on a roach.
Nope.
So I get 3, they get 5. Nope. Okay. Then we'll move for 3 across the line. Then
Is the bird gonna follow you, or is it gonna cut?
Yep.
Okay.
wait, did we do the bird? Yeah, we
Yep,
did the bird.
yep.
Right?
I tumbled away.
All right. So now I'm gonna move just into here. Okay, that's. I'll just waste 1 move. That's fine. And I'll hold this. Let's.
No, if the bird's gonna come after you, then because it's not the closest, right?
Okay.
But if it, oh yeah.
I could have moved more away, but then I don't think I'll be able to actually.
But if it
I
pulls
could
over,
have from here gone 1, 2 instead, so the bird doesn't go.
oh, that's helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, let me
But
do that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let me do that for the 2 move points. I'll hide.
Oh yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hi,
I could
Pickle.
go hide for the round. I was just trying to get in a position so that I could like scavenge more times if I'm in that spot. But I shouldn't have spent the 1 yellow card to move. I should have just spent one of these, and then I could have scavenged and tried. But that's okay. So I will hold this. No. Matter. Yeah, I'll just hold this card. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay,
No
so
bird.
no bird.
Yep, because I'm hidden.
Okay, so 5 cards.
Hey, Pickle.
Hi. Okay. Ugh. That is the first card.
I would just do it the way they come off the deck. Yeah, it's random,
Okay,
right? So,
yeah.
like the fake shuffle of 2 cards, like, you know.
More green cards.
Yeah, of course. Of course, you get all the greens.
Okay, I am going to move for 1 here. We already read that one, right? Number 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
The shoe.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, before you move, though, you could have done a ranged attack. You don't get any bonuses added to it, but you could
you're
have
right.
ranged
I could
attack.
have.
Yeah.
I could have. Let's just kind of put that back there. Yeah, I could have.
Like,
So
I don't care about killing the bird, really, but I want to kill the roaches so they don't follow us.
All right, well, I'll do a ranged attack of 3. We're tied right now. Yes, I got it. Kill the roach.
1 more roach and they're gone.
Yeah. Then I will then go back to that move that I did. And hold this card.
I want to try to scavenge a token?
I could if I got a plus.
Yeah, you're only rolling the white die. I mean, it's
Yeah, I could
50-50,
use it.
I'm pretty sure, right?
Use it for an instinct skill test, and
You just need a +1,
I just
2,
need a-
or 3.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Which
so
token
now
you want?
let's do this one, and we get 2 food.
Right.
So we are going up to 9 food.
Yay.
Okay, that is me done. Oh, so I was not hidden. So
Yep.
the bird. Oh, that might be bad, but
He might not go that
please
far.
go low. Oh, 3.
So he's in your space. Attack of 5.
Well, I have nothing to defend, so I'll just take a wound.
Yep.
First wound.
I was gonna stand there and hope that it just was like a 1, but
I know I forgot about the bird, but that's okay. That's okay.
Bernardo's here.
Hello.
Greetings from the residence. Trying to craft the saw blade to be able to remove the bars to get the furniture. All under a barrage of snipers and thugs. On top of all, Marco needs a cigarette.
Oh, that is from
Oh, we know all about where that reference
This
is
War
from.
of Mine.
This War of Mine, which is obviously
Yes.
this game is heavily inspired by.
Yes,
and if
love
it's
it.
not, like there's a ton of coincidences here, but
Yeah. We'll
this
save
is
our
like the family kind of version of that game, I think.
We'll save our thoughts to the end, but yes. Okay. Oh, threat. Sorry. So threat check. So we are going to do a roach turn. The roaches are going to move for 2. Should they have gone before the bird? I don't know if it matters.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, and then attack me for 3. I have to take another wound. And then those go away. All right.
So at the end of any character turn, you can choose to nest.
If it's safe.
If it's safe, yes.
Yeah, does
to
that,
kind of heal up, right? Nesting. At the end of any player's turn, as long as the situation is safe, the party can nest.
Yeah,
While nesting, resolve the following in order. Each character may spend 1 food to remove 1 damage. Change all toxic damage to regular damage. Remove all negative stats effects. Discard all batteries from items. May spend scrap to repair broken items. And then time +1. Like waste some time resting. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
There's 2, which could be added to other 2s, but sure, I'll just keep it. So these, yeah, toxic damage. I don't know who does it to you. Some enemy type, I'm sure, but if you can show the token there,
it's on the other side.
Yeah. So it's like a little toxic thing. So it takes like 2 turns to heal it.
Yeah. One thing that I wish is that the defense that we're given, or the abilities that we were given, I wish they just automatically applied.
Yeah, no, you have to start the test, so you have to have the cards to do them. All right. Okay.
I think I'm probably just going to exit anyways.
Yeah.
Next turn. Especially since you didn't get any.
All right. I'm going to try to scavenge. No, I'm not in that space. That's you. So. 1, 2, 3. I could range attack instead. Debating scavenging, but then maybe you draw into a scavenge and get to scavenge. I could just run and exit, but I'm going to fire on a roach first. So I can fire on the roach right now.
Yeah, because you have 3 range.
Maybe I can take the bird out, but I'm hidden, so I don't need to really. And if I leave,
and I'm going to exit, so it doesn't matter. Unless I get all cards that have to go here.
Yeah, that's true. Which could happen now that they're all shuffled. All right. I'm going to do a range attack. This bird is a 6. But again, I get nothing from killing him. So I might as well do a range attack on the roach. I think if I do this, I could hit for 4, 5, 6, 7. And the most I can get is 6.
Yeah,
so I don't need to do that much. Okay. I'm going to do a range attack on a roach of 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, and there are 3.
You got it.
Definitely, we kill the roaches. The roaches are gone.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Thank you.
And they won't follow us in the hunt box, which is great. Then 2, 3. That would be with these.
And then the bird will attack you.
But hold on.
Oh, okay.
Then I could scavenge for 1, maybe get the token, and then green card to move across line, and then escape. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Is there an escape thing? I think you just do it, right? It's not like an action. Yeah, I think when you're just on the space like that. Hold on, it shows it in here.
We didn't read any of these. Were we supposed to? These?
No, only when it tells you. Only when it tells you.
Okay.
They're tied to encounter cards, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's why they start with E. Read any time to gain more information about leaving that page. Yeah, so you can read this now. When leaving by this exit, move your party to an adjacent space on the travel map. See leaving a page on page 6 of the rulebook for more details. Leaving a page. When all non-defeated characters have left a page, or the adventure book directs you to go to a new page, resolve all the following. Finish the current player's turn, including check threat. The bookkeeper passes the campaign dashboard. The other player, remove all enemy figures, remove all characters. On here too. I don't know. I think you just leave when you're on the
you
space,
just leave,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I should be okay then. So let me do 2 move. And another move. Scavenge test.
Okay. Got it.
Boom. 2 scrap, please.
Yeah, so we're going to 7 scraps.
And discard this. And then these are gone. And then with this green, I'll move across this. Oh no, this doesn't count as a green. I'm doing it again. It's not a wild. Ah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I'm using a white to try to move across the lines. That's stupid. So I was being dumb. It doesn't work, but we already revealed the token. So
then just move here. While you're on, oh, the bird is 5?
Yeah. 6 defense on the bird. So a 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, try.
Could. Yeah, I'll just fire on the bird from here. Let's do it.
But then if you miss, he's hitting you. You just take 1 wound if you miss.
Take 1 wound if I miss.
Because he'll attack you if he's still alive.
True.
But if you get him, you get him.
Yeah, there's no zeros in here, so even if I move 1 away, he's going to get me.
Yeah.
So I'll just do range attack
Okay.
on it. Yeah, attack the bird.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
And 5.
0. Boom. No, he's a 6.
Oh,
defense.
he's a 6. I thought he was a 5.
Yep.
Dang it.
1 short. Oh, but you're in my space. Oh, but I need to use this to do it. Ah, see, I should have planned that way better. I could have taken the bird out.
Oh.
So I could have spent this 1 and then did the range attack on the bird with all these bonuses.
But would you have to have another card to initiate the...
Instead of the roach. But that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now I'm seeing with this, I could have reduced skill tests and stuff. But that's okay. It's all good. So I miss.
Okay, so you take a wound.
Why? Because he's attacking me
sorry,
right now?
yeah. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself.
So the bird does his turn. 3. Aww. And boom. All right. Yeah, that was dumb, but it happened.
Okay. Me.
Yeah. Yeah, in my head I was thinking that was you just need to use the wing to get across green lines, but that was dumb.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyways. Okay, and I can't even attack him.
That's fine, just leave.
So is there anything here you want to attack him with?
No, I need a 3 to get across the line for sure, though.
Okay, so let me pass that to you.
Thanks.
There's nothing I can do at all, so nothing else you need? Because I'm only going to use one of the ones. So do you want a 2?
Yeah, but you can hold stuff for the future, too.
Oh, we don't reset our hand.
I don't think so.
Okay. So then let me use...
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right. We probably don't unless it's over.
Remove all enemy figures and cards from play, and if the situation is hostile, place those figures and their cards on the hunt box, removing any wounds from them. Move all character figures to their cards. Remove any remaining tokens from play. Do not return scavenge tokens to the supply. Discard all cards on the threat track and group task slot. Reset the group task tile to 0.
Okay, so I'll still keep my card. So then I will just use a 1 red card, and I ignore the green lines.
Yeah.
So I will just move here, and I will exit.
Cool.
And I will hold on to these.
Keep cards you haven't spent when moving to another location.
Okay,
Perfect.
okay.
I thought so.
Yeah.
So you don't need to dump them.
Well, no, I just wasn't sure if there's something that would help you. Okay.
But there's also the idea of holding cards or given cards so that I draw less from here to see less threat, possibly.
Yeah, but it won't matter because that will... Yeah. Okay. Then the bird doesn't go because I am gone.
Yep. Okay, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
3, 3, 3, like it. Okay. I have to use the 3 to get out. What 3 do I not care about as much? I'm gonna not care about this one as much. I'm going. Oh, there we go. All right. Leaving a page. This guy, get that token out of here.
Yeah, he's annoying. Okay,
wanna
we don't
see-
want that ever
I want
back.
to see Dust Feather. All right. Leaving a page. When all non-defeative characters have left a page or the adventure book directs you to a new page, resolve the following. All of the following. 1. Finish the current player's turn, including checking threats. We're good.
Yep.
The bookkeeper passes the campaign dashboard to the player on the left, who becomes a new bookkeeper and will take the next turn. So you're going to take the next turn.
Okay.
Remove all enemy figures and cards from play, and if the situation is hostile, place those. Oh, it's now safe, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyways. And if the situation is hostile, place those figures and the cards in the hunt box, but there are none. Remove any wounds from them. Move all characters and figures to their cards. Remove any remaining tokens from play. And then there's no scavenge tokens, so we don't worry about that. Discard all cards on the threat track and group task slot if there were any, and reset the group task dial to 0, which it already is.
Okay.
Boom. All right, so we're going to Enjo.
Yep.
Enjo is page 43. Oh. Yeah, it's far. I'm thinking it's like, it's going to be on the next page. All right. 43, Enjo. So here's Enjo. It is a vending machine with treats.
Oh, I guess this is where we'll find our snack that we have to bring back?
Yeah, our onion schnoodles.
Yep.
All right,
Oh,
let's
that's tiny
read
writing.
here. Yeah, let's read. If this is your first time on this page during the campaign, read the following. Otherwise, skip to page 45. Frankie and Benji were mice, and they sat beneath the desk in the office cubicle, staring longingly at the temple of food that stood proudly in the nearby break room. Bold primary colors covered the temple's exterior, save for the plexiglass that allowed worshippers to gaze upon the edible marvels within. Frankie and Benji sat and stared dumbly at the temple as humans approached it and fed it offerings of paper and metal discs. And the temple repaid them with pungent delights, wrapped in crinkly bags, or at least it did when it found them worthy. Those who were deemed unfit were denied their prize. They would curse and strike the temple, demanding access to the withheld love of their god. But their only recourse was to slink away in shame or to sacrifice more paper and coin. Frankie and Benji dreamed desperately of joining the temple and feasting upon its many treats, but it seemed that joyous event would never arrive. But one day the building shook with terrible ferocity and the break room collapsed, revealing a solid blue sky beyond. Frankie and Benji watched a distant plane plummet from the sky. They heard automobiles crash in the streets below. Summoning what courage they had, they crept to the crumbling edge of where once there had been a break room, wind whipping at their fur, and lo, down on the streets, 2 stories below, was the temple, unmolested by its fall and uncaring of the break room's demise. It stood there, as tall and as proud as ever, angrily daring any and all to try, just try, to oppose the god of treats. The streets that were never empty lay empty. There was not a human being in sight, and Frankie and Benji exchanged glances. Things were looking up. Go to page 45. Frankie and Benji Mouse were characters in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's awesome.
Is that true? Wow.
It's Matt. Matt's
Okay,
dropping
yeah,
knowledge
he drops
all the
the
time.
knowledge.
Matt's got the knowledge, always.
Wow. I guess they take inspiration from things.
So,
Oh, look at this.
45, yep. So, plus 1 time.
Okay, we're on 2.
And we're going to read the following. That's it, says Grumple. And she gives a whistle. Jeepers, says Ringer in hushed tones. You stand in the shadow of a large red mailbox. Before sits you a tall heap of concrete. Chunks. And beside it is the crumbling ruin of a high-rise office building. Sunbeams streaming through its corporate corpse. At the crest of the heap is a colorful vending machine that catches the eye. The letters E-N-J-O clearly visible. Enjo, whispers Messiah under his breath. Jeepers, Ringer repeats. Setup. Okay, so we're going to place the characters on the entry space, which is here. Okay, place the scavenge tokens in indicated spaces. We still have 2s left?
Yep,
so use the 2s up until we run into the 3s.
Oh, this is our last 2.
Well, you decide where you want that 3 to go.
Well,
yeah, right.
that's it, right? Yeah.
So we got all difficulty 2s, but there is 1 3 now because we've run out of 2s.
Okay, and we got green solid lines and we got 1 red solid line here. So, okay.
And dotted white lines. There is a solid white line going up around here on this edge.
Yeah, you can't go off the map.
So you can see into it though if for some reason you need to range attack, but you can't move over it. There is a eyeball 1, 3, 2. Enemies enter here.
Exit is here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So well, obviously our onion noodles are in here, I would assume. And if we want to exit back to the overworld map, it's through here. It says you can only use this exit if the situation is safe. When leaving by this exit, move your party to an adjacent space on the travel map.
Okay.
And now draw an encounter card. 11. Gecko Warband. Situation hostile. The scaled ones respect nature. Patch had told you, but they are haughty and hard to read. Setup encounter. Number of random scaled ones equals number of characters. The loot is 2 scrap. So this is gone. I don't know if there's like a disc. I guess it's just discarded.
I think so.
For the roaches that I forgot to remove. So scaled ones.
Okay, the right?
Yeah. Scaled one. Scaled one. Scaled one. Scaled one. Yep. Okay.
So we get 2 of these.
2 random.
Tell me
So
which
it
ones.
could be a gecko hunter or a gecko leader. So it looks like for 4-player, obviously you would just see all of them.
Yep.
But we'll do that random. So the first one I draw will go in the top slot.
Yep.
Or I guess that you draw. Here you go. The first enemy, hunter.
Gecko hunter, which is this one.
I'm assuming the leaders are worse, so hopefully you don't grab a leader.
Okay, and
Yes, Mel. Yes.
yes. Oh, both green. Okay.
You grabbed randomly perfectly. Great skill.
Okay. So here's my hunters.
Yeah, look at this little
Ready.
sniper.
Oh, they're both the same.
These guys
okay.
escaped the pet shop too, eh?
Yep. Okay.
Hunting for crickets. So you got the right ones with the right bases.
I did.
So did you show that?
Oh, no.
So on the cards, you can tell which one's which because they put the shape of the base of the miniature. So this is the square. There is a hexagon, I think, and what's the other one?
Circles.
Circles?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Thank you for the compliments on the painting. Yes. Okay. So then
They
we
should
just...
be facing this way.
Yes. Okay.
Looking for mice wandering about.
So I will draw 2 cards because I have... All right. Okay, so what am I doing here? I can cross the green lines. Do I go right for that 3? I wonder if... Oh, can I do that? So... I could spend...
Yeah, you can go for the 3. You just it's a difficulty of 3, so it's harder to get.
I
That's
could
all.
spend 1.
I say grab as much loot as possible.
I know, right? Then
Grab
I could,
all the loot.
Yeah. Then I could spend... I could use 1 to move in because I ignore the green lines.
Yeah, they just dash this to you, which is awesome.
Then I could spend these and hope to roll a plus.
Yeah.
Which I think I will do. Okay, so let's do 1 move.
50-50, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if it's 0, -1 or -2, you
Yeah.
fail. But if it's
So
any of
then
the pluses.
I'll interact with...
Or you can try on the 2 and just get out of the way and maybe you draw into if you're not going to leave that space. If you're going to start your turn in that space again, you might draw into something.
You're right, you're right.
But I'm holding the 3 right now, so...
But yeah, you could...
I technically can move in for 3 and get it, or do a test of 3 against it, but I could still fail on it, just as... Like, this is the problem with these dice. It's like,
I know.
no matter what you have, you could still fail. Well, I guess you could have enough yellows to... Could have some 2s and 1s and stuff adding to your 3.
Yeah, I'll go for the 2, and I'll be upset if I roll a plus. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's good. So we got 2 food. So we're going to 11.
11.
Food.
Turn it up to 11.
That was these. Okay, then I think I will just hold these unless you want the red 2 for any reason. Is that helpful to you?
I could go just fight one of them with a melee. What is their defense? 6?
Their defense? Oh, sorry, yeah, 6. 3, 4, 5.
If I want to be aggressive. They are... What are their attacks? Give me 1 card. I just want to see what they can do. So they could, on a 1 to 2 threat card, precise shot. They move for 0. They have a 3 range. They attack for 5. A defense action card must be used to initiate a defense skill test against this attack. So you can't just defend with anything. You have to use defense. Or if they have a 3 threat under them, they're going to do knives, where it's melee. They move for 2, attack for 4. No range. This attack is successfully defended against, re-roll the resolution die and keep the second result. This attack is successfully defended. Re-roll the resolution die. So if you try to block the knives, you might still fail on blocking the knives.
Yeah.
Jerks. They do the whole like never mind. Another spoiler.
Yep.
But they do that classic move of trying to stab, you block it, and then they drop the knife and grab it with the other hand and stab below. Ja! Bernardo's heading out to do one of the things I hate the most. Shopping for a new car. Oh, I hate that. Super stressful.
That is very stressful.
Don't give in to those scumbag car salesmen. And sorry if anyone watching is a car salesman. Anyone who works on commission, you know you have to be a scumbag. It's just, that's part of the job.
The nature of the job, yeah.
Yeah. So,
classic movie.
hopefully you're not in a rush to purchase a car. Don't go in feeling pressured. Yeah. Hopefully you've given yourself many time to shop around and wait for a good deal.
Yeah.
Don't ever go in there like needing to buy a car today, because they will scam the crap out of you. Just go in and look and just walk away. And they'll be like, "Ooh," and then come back a few days later and then negotiate. All right.
Okay, I think I'm gonna just hold. If you don't want this red too for melee action of any kind, then I think I'll just hold and see what happens. I have something for defense possibility if needed, and yeah, I'll just hold. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. Oh, more threes. Okay. Now what? Yeah, you'll see when we get to it, there's some colony in this game we have to protect. So I'm assuming at some point we'll get back to the colony where like we need to manage this stuff. So I don't know yet.
Yeah, I assume that kind of stuff will come up in the reading of the success or failure, maybe?
Yes.
Because we know nothing about that yet.
Yeah, but we are trying to protect the colony, whatever that means.
I do know that for my personal goal, I do want to have 20 population, and right now we have...
But you're not allowed to go over 15 until you've built something.
Yeah. Which probably is the Mender's Hut, maybe? Because
So, yeah.
I need to build the Mender's Hut and have 20. I don't know. But
Maybe.
I don't know what the Mender's Hut is. So we'll see.
All right. So I have some decisions to make here. I think I go to try to take these jerks out. Or I could range attack, actually, from where I am.
Oh, that's good if you can potentially take out one.
Let's do a range attack. So I'm going to start with this little symbol, which I get +2, 3. Could get some scrap if I do take one out.
Ooh.
I don't have a way of making it cheaper unless I use that, but that doesn't make sense either. I could match this number and get really dirty.
And then you kill one for sure. Probably
Well,
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah,
What are you
9.
at? And you to be at 9? Their defense.
They can go up to 9?
They can go up to 9 with a +3.
But see, here's the problem. So even though this is 9, I could...
They'd have to roll a
I could go
+3
down to
and
7.
you could go... Yeah.
Yeah,
But then they'd have to roll
I know,
at the
it's,
same.
it's like a 1 in 6 chance on both dice from that happening. So whatever,
know.
crazy. I could add more. I could go even crazier to make sure I take it out, but
I don't think you need to
I
do
know.
that.
I don't want to do that. But I feel like I still should add more than just trying to attack with 6 on 6. Or I get lucky. I kill with this, and then I run in and attack for 4 on a melee. But that's hoping,
Again,
that's
you have
hoping
that's a
for
dice
the
on your side.
yeah. But they're gonna hit anyway. Somebody who's close.
Not yet.
What?
But if you kill one, then
All
yes.
enemies have to have one under them to do it?
When it's hostile, yes.
Okay.
But if you kill one...
True. Yeah, because I could try to take out the one that has the card under it.
Yeah, and then we'd be safe for a little bit.
But then the other guy just slides up and covers that card, right? So I don't think it matters.
Yeah, you're right.
And then it would make an enemy turn happen because
Yep.
I kill one, then only one has a threat, and all enemies have a threat, right? So
Yep.
okay. Lots to think about. Lots to think about, but
I mean, we still need to kill one of them because I don't know that.
I'm definitely doing a ranged attack. And
this one also.
don't they both have this exact same?
Yeah, but this one has a 1 underneath it, so it's going to do the precise shot. It's not going to do the knives thing, but it can hit at range 3.
But see, it doesn't matter though, because whichever one I kill, the other one slides up.
No, I know.
So it would still just do a number 1?
I know.
You know they do the same thing, right? That's just different base?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm saying if you don't kill one, that's what's going to happen, and then we don't know what will happen with this one.
Yeah, true. Okay. So not going to be this 3. I kind of want to save it to attempt this, but I also could just use it. And, oh, but then I don't have the move to get in anyway. This is tough. Like, I don't know how much to commit here, but I'm going to do this. So I'm attacking for 9. I'm going to attack this hexagon-based one. All right. Killed him.
Yep.
That one's gone. And I get 1 scrap. Up to 8.
And then dilute is only when we kill both?
Yeah, when they're completely
so that's
gone.
That one. This one's going to come up here. I mean, it's good because because with the range can kill both eventually, then we can kind of run around and collect things with a little less pressure on us. And it would be safe, so then we can try to get rid of some of our wounds.
Attack for range of 3?
Yep.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Which is fine because I have defense.
Through.
Of 5.
1, 2. We can choose right now who gets.
Yeah, hit. But I could block with my defense of 5. And he's hitting for 5, so it's going to come down to dice.
You already have 2 damage. You can use anything.
Yeah, but once
you have extra. I see.
Yeah, once we get rid of him, the situation will be safe, and then we can use some of our food to get rid of the damage. At least one of them. So you'll get rid of one, and I'll get rid of one.
True. Debating using this to move, but then I won't have it. Also, oh, I could give this to you. Have 2 or less, right? 2 or fewer. It is to give you a card.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, then I can do it on my turn.
And yeah, if you're gonna take the shot. Okay, I'll just hold this. All right.
Okay.
Done.
Check threat.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go. He hits at range 3. I'll take the hit with 2 range. He's hitting for 5, so I'll use defense of 2, 4, 5. So 5 versus 5. Tie. I win. So no damage for me.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. That's great. So this goes away. Me.
You're discarding cards before drawing?
No.
Okay.
I think it's fine. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. So let's do we'll search the token.
Wait.
For 2. I mean, sorry, for 3. 3 and 3. Yes, got it.
Good.
All right.
And what is our first 3?
Yes.
4 scrap.
Whoa, those are good ones. All right, so we're going to 12 scraps. Okay. Then he's a defense of 6. There's no chance of me using those. I could move to that green eyeball, or it's a green eyeball, the 3 eyeball, and see what is going on. So let's do a movement.
There's also 1 here at the actual Enjo
Yeah, but
thing.
I could do that again.
Okay.
So let's do a movement of 1. Let's move here, eyeball 3. If this is the first time on this page during your campaign, go to 45-6. 45-6. Oh.
You press yourselves flat against the cool concrete slab. Holding your breath, you sneak a peek over the edge. From your vantage, you spy a gecko warband, clear as day. They are well armed and organized, sneaking through the shattered land, hunting. It seems like forever, but they finally pass. We get clue +1, which you're allowed to get 1 per mission, it says here.
Okay.
Retrieve encounter card 12 from the discovery deck and add it to the bottom of the encounter deck.
Discovery
the
deck?
decks? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Discovery
find
deck is-
encounter card 12.
So I guess we don't look at it, right? We just...
I don't know. You're gonna have to find it anyway.
Yeah, you're right. This is encounter 12.
Yeah.
Is that? No.
Yep.
Yeah?
Lizard expansion.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna throw that at the bottom. That's who we're seeing, I guess. So we could run into them in the future.
Does the attacker win? I thought we always won in ties.
Yeah, it's just whoever's doing the test. You just have to.
Yeah.
You have to get equal to or greater than the test result to succeed at a test.
Yeah.
So it's not like attacker versus defender kind of. It's like they have an attack value you're trying to test against. She was just using that to test against it, but she could have used anything. But she has bonuses for that symbol. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. But ties go to the person who's trying to
Perform the test.
Yeah. If I'm explaining that correctly, I don't know. All right.
Okay, so that... Okay, awesome. Then I can move again. So I'll move here. Eyeball number 1.
Ringer is frustrated. Okay, we're here now. How do we get inside? Grumple brushes some dust off and you press your furry faces against the plexiglass to peer inside at the treats. Look, I think I can see cheesy crunchums. Oh, and it's a bag of onion snoodles. Oh, and is that a bag of onion snoodles? Squeaks Messiah. Even Grumple, who prefers fresh veggies, wouldn't turn down an onion snoodle or two. You frantically search the machine for a way to get in, but the only opening is buried under the rubble. If you are on mission 1, go to 45-2. Moving the rubble requires a strength group task, difficulty 10. So we need to spend strength tests to increase this.
Okay.
Only characters on eyeball 1 space, which is this space in front of it, can contribute. Success. When we do succeed, each character contributed puts their influence card into play. 1 becomes an exit. Well, leaving this exit, go to page 47. Okay, this is a way to get into the machine.
Okay.
And I have a strength card. So group.
Excuse me. Thank you.
So group tasks, which you can do right now.
Which I could start it with a 2, but then we have
you
to
can do 4.
Yeah, so I could start it with the 2, and this would stay up. So we always have to play 2s.
No.
Yeah.
What?
2s are red cards.
2s are reds?
2s or reds, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this like stays up here as like your main card.
Let's read. Let's make sure we got it right.
Yeah.
Group tasks are similar to skill tests, except they are based purely on cards played. So no dice rolling.
Yeah.
They can take multiple turns to resolve, and the whole party can help with the task. Group tasks are usually initiated by the adventure book. Players can contribute action cards to a group task on their turn. The first card contributed must have a symbol matching the group task's associated attribute, which the attribute is strength.
Yeah. That's just for the first one to start it, yeah. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Slot that first card into the group task slot on the sideboard and increase the group task dial equal to its value. All subsequent contributed cards must match the color or number value of the first card. The value of those cards is added to the group task dial when they're discarded. When the group task dial is equal to or higher than the task difficulty, the party has succeeded and at that task and reads the success instructions on that task in the adventure book. After resolving your group task, reset the group task dial to 0 and discard the card from the group task slot. There's no fail effect for group tasks. So it does sound like it's only one card that goes there.
Yeah.
My assumption was every time someone goes to do it, they just put their first card there, so multiple cards go up there.
Oh, no. It's like one card stays up here and all the rest are discarded, it said. When you contribute to the task. That's why your card...
But I thought it was per turn.
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's an FAQ?
No, that's what I get from reading
Yeah, that's
this.
what I assumed by the way it says, just when you complete it, discard the one card that's up there.
No, but I think when you read it, it says place the first starting card in there and any subsequent cards are discarded.
On your turn. But I assumed based on reading it, my first couple times reading it. Mel's correct, I understand, Janet.
Oh.
But what I'm getting at is I could read that as, yes, you do the first one, you put your single card up there, you play a whole bunch of others, they get discarded.
Mm-hmm.
My turn, I want to contribute, I put my first card up there because I'm contributing to the group task. The rest I play on that task get discarded.
I see. So you're in your interpretation,
Yes.
the one that you started, it's like each turn
it's not
starts
100%
a card?
clear there until you read that last line that's like, when you're finally done, reset it to 0 and discard the card that's at the group task.
Oh, okay, okay, I see.
But yeah, it's not 100% clear to me at first. I've read that passage like 3 times. And I'm pretty sure when I watched a video playing through that, there was many cards up here.
Yeah, one person did it wrong, yeah.
Yeah, see?
But someone, yeah.
But the way you read it, you could totally go that route if you just missed the card when you're finished.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check the FAQ here if there's something a little more clear, just to make sure that that's not a typo and should say cards in the book, because there are typos in the book too, right? So, yeah, I don't see group tasks here. Oh yeah, there's a RATA on other things. Okay. Yeah, whatever. We'll just go with that, but yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. It could be up for interpretation.
And I'm not the only one. I guarantee there's a forum post on it too.
Likely.
Yeah. So go. Whose turn is it?
Okay, so it's still my turn. So are we okay if I start it with a 2? Because then you can play red cards, or we can play 2s. And I think 2s will help increase it faster.
Whatever you want.
Okay, so I'll start it with... Okay, so a red 2, so that'll increase it by 2. Then I could play this 2, contribute 2 more. The 4. And that is the end of my turn. Yes.
All right, sorry.
That's it. So no, that's okay. That's the end of my turn.
What's happening? My turn?
Yep. So I did the 2 here, and I contributed my other 2, so we have 4 there.
Okay. No.
Nope.
Dudes.
Nope.
I'll keep the red since it makes sense, right?
Yep.
For the group task. Oops, only 4 cards. 3 and 2. All right. So get up there. I think.
Or
I just fire on this dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you do that, then he's not gonna attack potentially if you can get him.
I'm using a bunch of 2s for that, so that makes that
That's
harder.
okay.
All right, I'm gonna do a range attack. 2, another 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Versus 6.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Waste of time. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm closest.
Well, he's gonna move 2.
Oh, he's in the knife thing?
Yeah, because he's doing the knife.
He's gonna move 2.
Yeah.
All right. 2, so I'm still the guy who gets got, and I'm stuck. So yeah, maybe you can just put that towards the cause.
Yep.
And I'll just take a hit. All right, I'm done.
Yep. Okay, so he's gonna move 2.
Boom.
And then he's gonna attack for 4.
Or I could. No, it won't roll. So yeah, just take a hit.
Yep. Okay, and then these go away.
Okay.
All right. So me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I will start by just contributing 1 red to our goal, our group task. 4, 5 total now. Then if I actually move, it's only a hit for 3 and he has a 6 defense. I can't even hit this guy. What do I do? Not hit this guy. Unless I initiated it with a 1, then I could play these and hit for 3. No, it's still not enough. 6. All right, then let's go search anything. I'll do anything with his hand of cards. Oh. Do you want any green? Would that be helpful for you?
Yeah, it's range attack.
Because I can't do anything with my hand really, and I can just hold on to these. Or do you want some defense cards?
Could use a 2 towards the group task, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I could use a 2. I used the red 1 already, so I can do 2 more. You're right. We're at 7.
I need green to get away. I need green to do my whole range
Well,
attack
let's give
thing.
you a green. What about a 1? 1 will help, right? Because you can add a 1 and a 1.
Yes, if I use that
Potentially.
way.
Or you could use it for a defense.
Or move.
Or
yeah,
move.
True.
And then I have 1 that I can do a defense. I have a defense of 4. Okay, and that will be the end of my turn. There's no threat.
Okay. 2, 3.
Oh.
Calamity first.
Yeah. So calamity of 6. So
1
plus time is 3, so we're under it now.
We're not good. Okay. This goes under that guy.
Okay.
So we know he's going to be firing it up to 3 range away, no matter what. Yeah, that sucks. All right.
Be 6 on 6 again, right?
I know, but that's going to be a waste. I'm just going to sit there in that space over and over and over again.
And he is going to attack, but this time he's going to attack for 5.
Mm-hmm.
And you must use defense cards to defend against
Which
him.
I am not going to be able to stop that. I would be taking a wound.
You take your chances on a 50-50
or I go
shot?
green, cross a green line.
Yeah.
Stuck there. Or green across the green line. Then a 1. Then a 1.
And then I could take the hit.
But
I defend a 5. So it's a 50-50 on that as well.
I'm getting rid of all these cards, and then I may not see anything to range attack again.
I know.
I'll just range attack on the guy. Like, I don't know. This is annoying, but... So I'm going to play this to start it off. Put these 2 with it. That's 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, he has defensive 6.
Yep. Yeah, this is the problem. I knew that would happen. Yeah, done my turn. He attacks.
So he attacks at range 3, but I can choose myself, right?
Yeah, I think only movement they care about closest.
Yeah, so I can choose myself.
I think you can still choose you, yeah.
Okay, so I'll play a defense
Hey,
card.
Velko.
Hello. So you have to use a defense card, which I did. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I defend for 4. It's not even enough. Oh, but I roll.
So John found the group task stuff that I was looking for. Explained by Jerry. A yellow group task, difficulty 12. You have a yellow 2 in your hand. So you place it in the group task slot and add 2 to the dial. The next player sees the test and they contribute. Looking at the yellow 2, they decide to contribute a yellow 1. It matches the color, and a blue yellow 2 matches the number. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it worked that way. I just,
But they should maybe have used an example.
That's
even with the
what we
picture
said.
to show that.
Yeah, there's just no examples in
Yeah.
the book, right? So it's...
Okay, so I'm defending for 1, 2, 3, 4. He's hitting for 5, so I need him to get a negative and me to get a plus. Or that is going to happen. So I'll take another damage. 1 more and I will die.
No, you'll just get hurt and then come back next turn
yeah.
and be badly wounded and all this.
Yeah. Okay. That was you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I took a shot on
All
him.
right. 1, 2, 3.
And if you strength test and complete the group task, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get our cards. Yeah, we would get our cards.
Oh, that will be helpful.
Yeah, it would be very helpful.
Okay, well, let's see. We only need 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You just see 2s or reds. 2s.
Okay, well, we definitely can. That's good, because... Okay, so let's do... Keep that in case. I want to keep that in case. Let's use this 2 to complete... Oh, that's not even enough.
No, you have to do 2 2s.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do this 2 for sure. It's 9.
Remember, you get this card to your hand
Yeah,
right
so
away.
then let's use this 2 to do 1 more to 10. So we get...
All right, so it says success. So we discard this card. Put it back to 0, right? Each
Yep.
character contributed puts their influence. Oh.
You did.
Did I? Ow. I never was even in the space. Each character that contributed puts their influence card into play. Oh, that's dumb.
Oh,
I would have ran up there and done that.
I didn't even know that.
I missed that. That was me being dumb.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I read it.
Do you want me to not do that and finish it? Yet?
I don't know. It's up to you. You're gonna have to rewind and.
Yeah, that's fine. So I just take.
I don't know. That sucks.
That's my hand back.
But that means no. But
and it was at 7.
I'm gonna just probably attack this guy unless I get something to move away. Maybe I could finish it, but maybe I don't. I don't know. It's up to you.
Like I can just contribute 1, so it's at 9.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Put the red one back up under there.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't in my hand.
Yeah, just reading that, I'm like, man, even though I gave you a card to contribute to it.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't contribute.
You didn't contribute. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing, so that's good to know.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay, so we've rewound that back. Okay, then.
I want this card out.
Can't do it from
Yeah, because I would have just ran up there, helped to get finished. I would have got my card, and then I could do it beautiful with this 3 range attack starting. Yeah. Attacks closest. Rulebook, enemy turn. Asta, thank you.
Oh
no. Where is it? Rulebook, enemy turn. Enemy turn.
You could choose, but maybe it was...
Target. If there are no characters within an enemy range and clear sight, it will not attack. Otherwise, it will target the closest character within range and clear sight. If multiple characters are equally close. I thought it was just movement it did that.
Oh,
but...
I thought...
Right,
okay,
give me
so...
that damage token.
Yeah.
And you spent some cards you shouldn't have.
Okay, so
I think you already shuffled.
I did. So I had used a 2 defense.
You drew back into.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so... Instead of trying to find and rejig my cards, I would have still had that in my hand.
We'll just say you discarded it.
Oh yeah, I would have just... Okay, yeah. We'll just say I discarded it. You're right.
We'll just say you discarded it, drew your hand, whatever.
Yeah, okay. So now, what do I do here? What? I want to leave that for you to do. So I could move for 2.
Do a range attack from
and do a range attack of only 3. He's got a defense of 6. I'm not getting through.
I don't think that's going to do much.
Or I could move to here, and I could do...
Get some
okay,
tokens.
so let's do a move of 2, but I'll just move 1, and I can cross the line.
Yep.
Then let's do a... We'll initiate a scavenge. Sorry.
White die.
White die. Ah!
Nope. Fail.
Okay, well, let's just try again for fun then. Oh my gosh. Nothing. We're doing terribly. Okay. That's me done.
Okay, so this guy goes again.
This guy goes again. So he has again the precise shot. So he has range of 3. So he hits you.
So it hits me. I get 4 and I'm done, right? Yeah, this is silly. I didn't realize that was how it worked, but oh well. We messed up.
So
I would have just ran away. That's like, yeah, that's sad.
So now you have to we have to read the when a character...
Oh yes, let's read this.
Happens here.
Yeah. I should have just ran away.
Give her up. Yeah, see, I didn't realize that was even going to happen. Like, I just threw that.
We don't know what we're doing, Jan. It's okay. We have no clue. We're totally playing bad. All right. Defeat a character. If a character ever has a number of wounds and or toxic wounds equal to or higher than its life value, the character flees. Do the following in order. Remove its figure from play, placing it on its character card. Remove all tokens and all status effects from the character.
I think it's okay, right? Because it's just going to give us...
Well, it's going to increase time.
By 1, yeah.
Increase time by 1. Goes up to 3.
Okay.
Okay, and then return a defeated character to play on its next turn if the situation is safe, or when placing characters as part of a new page setup instructions. When returning a defeated character to play, place a badly hurt status card on the character and place its figure on any space occupied by a fellow character. If all characters are simultaneously defeated, the mission fails. See ending a mission on the next page. Womp womp. Okay.
Okay, so how... so now technically... What
does badly hurt do? Badly hurt. Effect. If you draw the Calamity card and the Calamity entry has not yet been resolved, resolve that entry without rolling the die. Removal. Your party must take a nesting action to get rid of this card first.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Which would increase the time. Okay. So I got to make it safe for you to come back in. So I got to kill the guy.
Good luck.
Which I'm never going to be able to do.
Well, you can.
Unless I get like all 3s.
You need reds. So you get your red bonus and you need to do a melee right in his space.
Yeah. Okay.
You need him to get 3s, so he moves to you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to waste a whole bunch of turns moving to him.
Okay, so that was...
You could just get out of here, and then he becomes a hunt in the hunt
How do
box.
I get out of here?
Complete the group task, get your thing, and get out.
Oh, it said that?
It becomes an exit. Right here.
Oh, it becomes an exit. Okay.
Yeah, we can get out. We can get out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, he attacks me. Okay, maybe I could have defended. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to put that down here because I'm going to use that for when he attacks me on this card. All right. So let's move for 1. Again, I can...
You want to search first?
No, because I kind of want to just do that to, and then get out maybe holding this 3. I want to bring you back.
What are you holding the 3 for?
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's search before we leave. You're
through,
right. So, okay, this one.
Food.
2 food.
Food, up to 13 food.
Okay, then we're going to move for 1. Here, I ignore the line. Then I'm going to contribute 2. Yeah, let's do that one. So that brings us to 10. We discard this. This goes to my hand.
Goes back to 0.
This goes to 0.
All right.
And now this is an exit, so I can leave.
Yep. Go to page 47. So, and this guy
these
goes
get
to the
discarded.
hunt.
Oops. Okay, these get discarded.
47. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
+1 time, or up to 4 time. Read the following. Oh, I can almost taste those cheesy crunchums. Ringer's voice has a metallic echo inside the machine. All I can taste is guinea pig, sighs Whisper. Well, excuse me, snaps Grumple indignantly. I'm moving as fast as I can. Stop crowding me. You press yourselves against the cool metal of the mechanical interior to help find your way, as the diffused light from the dirty plexiglass only provides gloomy details to your eyes. You have to work your way through the complicated series of contraptions and gizmos before you can get to the treat locker, where the goodies are stored. Setup. Place the characters on the entry space. Oh, that's an enemy space too.
Oh, awesome.
Fun times. Place scavenge tokens on the... Any of the scavenge tokens you took, they got discarded, right?
Yeah, they're in there.
Perfect.
Yep.
Place scavenge tokens on the indicated spaces. So...
1,
yeah.
2,
and 3. Interesting. Okay. Remove any large enemies from the hunt box. He's regular.
He's regular.
Well, large enemies can't fit
they
in the
can't
machine.
fit in there. Oh my gosh. That's cool.
Place the Snoodles heavy object token on the following space of the rightmost spiral gizmo. If your party has 4 characters, space A, 3B, or 2C. Okay. Environment cards. Force movement, low visibility, and heavy objects. Where are those?
Whew.
Heavy objects, force movement, low visibility.
Okay, we need to really remember these.
All right. Heavy objects. Moving a heavy object token across a dotted white line requires a group task of any attribute, difficulty 4. Only characters on the space can contribute. When crossing a colored line, only a matching color card can be used to initiate the task. Place all cards played to the group task with this card. Success. Upon success, move the heavy object token and all figures in that space that contributed to this task to the adjacent space. Moving a heavy object token across a dotted white line requires a group task of any attribute, difficulty 4. So you have to get that thing up to 4.
With any attribute. Okay, that's great.
Only characters on this space can contribute, and when crossing a colored line, only a matching colored card can be used to initiate the task.
Oh, I see. So, okay, I see. So if we were crossing this one, we'd have to use green cards to initiate it to move it past the green.
Place all cards played to the group task with this card.
So they don't get discarded? They go there.
This card?
Yeah.
Okay.
My assumption.
Success. Upon success, move the heavy object token and all figures in that space that contributed to the task to the adjacent space. Oh, so all the figures go with it too.
Oh, okay, okay.
it is like
So
a
we're
move.
like carrying it together,
Okay.
like ants. Okay.
Low visibility. Environment. All attacks have a range of 0.
Okay.
Range attacks from a character that include 1 or more yellow action cards can ignore this restriction. Range attacks from a character that include 1 or more yellow action cards can ignore this restriction.
Okay.
So if I start a range attack and I add with a 2 card and I add a 2 yellow in that pile, they're saying the little light bulb token on there creates some light. Is that what's happening?
Yep. Okay.
That's kind of weird.
Okay.
All right. Sure. Good to know. Forced movement. Environment. Figures and tokens occupying a space with an arrow are subject to forced movement. This could be from a water current, or sloping terrain, or even wind. When a player places a threat card on the threat track, all figures and tokens that are on a space with an arrow must move 1 space in the direction of that arrow.
Okay. There's 1, 2.
Yeah, so there's arrows going this way, basically back around this way.
Oh, so as we're going to go this way, it's going to try to push us back?
Yep.
Awesome.
When we place a threat card on the threat track.
Okay.
All right, let's take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Hello! We are back. Okay. Where were we? What were we doing?
We were setting up.
Oh yeah, setting up.
We'll put these.
Okay. We got the environment stuff, and then it says environment cards. Yep, situation is safe. Oh wow! Look at that.
Okay.
We can rest, but now I don't have any health loss. So.
And then I think we have to read this, right? Special rules.
I think so. Carrying the snoodles. The snoodles can be carried using the heavy objects environment rule. If you're carrying the onion snoodles onto the entry space, go to the success entry listed on your main mission card. So we could win by getting these snoodles to here.
Okay.
Advancing the spiral. Each time a figure moves across the red line that separates the 1 and 2 eyeball space, 1 and 2, red line, move each token and figure on a lettered space to the next space in alphabetical order. So these tokens, and I guess if a character were up here, if somebody moved over this, everything would move up to the next letter. And these would move up, these would all move up. Oh, I understand that. If a token or figure falls off the end, in other words, if it is already on D when it's forced to move, remove it from play. Uh-oh, this is already on C.
Oh,
so if it goes 1 and then 2, so
only one of us can.
Yeah, that's scary. But at least this space doesn't have an arrow on it, so you won't, like, I'm worried that's like, you cross it, and then you move back. But there's no arrow in this space, at least.
No, okay, that's okay. So only one of us can go get it.
Is that how that is?
Well,
yeah, because if you cross it once, it goes here. If the next person crosses...
unless someone brings it down a little bit, then the other person can come and help.
Oh, true.
But to start, only one person can go.
Oh my god.
But it's really only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry.
If a character is removed this way, treat it as if they use the exit space. If the snoodles are removed this way, go to 47-3.
We don't want to lose the snoodles. We need the snoodles.
Doesn't say you fail, though.
That's
true. One says you win if you get it here. It doesn't say it fails if it falls off. But that is an exit space, actually.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I think only one of us goes to get them.
Sure.
To start, and at least start bringing them down, and then the other person can come help.
So with these solid lines... Oh, but enemies would enter where I am.
Yeah. So honestly, my first thought is... if I ran to start the process, because I can get through those green lines with no problem.
Oh, yeah, you are best for that.
And then you're better to kind of stand here, and if anything does come, be like, yeah, you're a better fighter than me.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
And I can range attack from this space to enemies that enter if they don't move for some reason.
Yeah, and then we'll just kind of have to share cards with whoever needs the cards that are better for their situation. Until I get it to here, and then you come help me carry it. If you can.
Oh, true. Yeah. Or even just
or
one
even
space
like
down.
one space down.
Yeah,
and
just
then,
gotta cross.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
But it's you start, right?
I want to get up here and get all these searchy thingies.
I know.
But maybe we just forget them.
Or once I bring it down, then you come and you can start.
I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just worried enemies will be on here because we have these guys that are hunting us, and I'm assuming this hunt thing can happen if the calamity comes out right now. It'll automatically happen because I have this card unless I get rid of it by nesting.
We can at the end of your turn.
Yeah, but nesting will heal you 1 if we eat a food.
Mm-hmm.
Gets rid of this. We could wait till I take a hit first, but it's a risk that we'll draw the calamity. The calamity in the discard?
No.
Nope. We're gonna draw it soon.
Okay.
So whose turn is it?
You, because I went last.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I turn this way. What's the next? This is a freaking top card. Calamity. All right. So
it's Calamity of 4.
Yeah.
So we need to roll a negative because our time is...
No, you don't roll. Because I'm badly hurt, it just happens.
It just happens. The hunt situation. If enemies are in play, they're hostile.
So first
Oh,
you do
encounter the hunt. Sorry, encounter the hunt. So
this guy just
comes
goes up
back.
there and he's in play.
Oh,
he's
there you
right
go.
with
Gives
us.
you something to do, I guess.
Because the guy was going to start damaging me over and over again.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Man.
And it becomes hostile. Oh, if enemies are in play, hostile.
Well, they are in play now, yeah. That's fun. So we can't nest anymore.
No, we can't nest.
But this doesn't hit again. You can only trigger this once per visit to the page.
Okay.
All right, let's continue on. 2 range attack. 2, okay. Oh, 2.
Oh, you can.
Oh, I'm coming for you, lizard man.
Yes. I think you just do it.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of him. He's terrible.
Yeah.
He is terrible.
All right, I'm going to try. So if I did, that's 5, 7, 9.
He'd have to roll a 3, but you'd still get it. Oh, unless you roll negative.
But I only can roll -2, so that brings me to 7.
Yeah.
He can get plus 3 up to 9.
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
But if you...
So dumb. Not a fan of this dice mechanic.
So
let's see.
4, 6.
But I know it works the other way, though. Like, the dice can make a low value attack. Like, it swings it both ways, but it's like, even if you overcommit, you still can whiff. I don't know.
Oh, your range value is 0, but you're in the space of them anyway. So
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. I mean,
could move first, or I could use this to start another range attack of 6. Maybe I get lucky on that one. So I'll hold that. I'll do the crazy one first.
So you're attacking for 9?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Or do I do the lower one first? Maybe I get lucky and I have a whole bunch of cards in hand. Does that matter?
True.
Yeah, let's try this one. Unless I need that for defense.
Well, he's not attacking right now, but who knows what I will draw.
True.
But I could give you
true.
a defense card if needed.
We're going to attack for 3. We'll start a range attack. So I get 6 total right now.
So 6 on 6.
Oh, use your special ability with your white card. Ah, yes. It only costs 1. It reduces the test by 1 for each other character in my space. So I could, yeah, that's true. Jen is correct. I could play this to use my team focus ability, which now it's a 5 defense. So even if they got a 3, it would go to 8. And then my test would be a 9. The lowest it could still go to a -2 is 7. So I could still lose it. Would I rather use that to do a second attack? To just play more into the dice? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think a -1 is as good as 2 attempts. 1 with a 9 and 1 with a 6.
Yeah, I'm thinking 1 will potentially go through. Yeah. Hopefully.
Like a -1? I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know the math on that. But I'd rather try 2 attempts at rolling the dice.
Yeah.
Rather than just a -1, which... I mean, I'm also talking worst case scenario. Odds are in your favor to knock at the extreme. That is true.
Yeah.
Janet is correct there also. I'm always looking at like the worst case scenario.
But I do agree with you that if you try the 3 first, this attack, it's 6 and 6. I mean, if you get it, then you still have all those cards in your hand. Instead of blowing all your cards and then still possibly losing.
You know what? I'll not do this. I'll just do all of these. Go for the 9. Hope that it just turns out good.
Okay.
And then I have this. If I succeed, I give this to you, which you now have a for sure 3. This helps for this whole strength and moving or more points to get up there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's a 4 group task.
Because if you can rip through all these arrows and they don't push you back ever.
Yeah.
And you're up there and quicker, saves us time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just do this. So 9.
Yep.
So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Dead.
Got it.
Get him out of here.
Okay. There's no loot on hunted items, so that's too bad. Here, that goes to you.
Oh, yeah. So we didn't kill them in the last one. Yes,
no.
This doesn't matter. Yeah. I'll just discard that, I guess.
Okay, but that's one less thing off your back, though, that you have to worry about.
And I don't care about moving, so I'm just going to give this to you, I guess. Oh, yeah, because you have 2 cards, right?
Yep.
So I can give that to you?
Yep.
Done my turn. Go ahead.
Okay. so I will draw 2 cards only. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 9 to get to him or to the Snoodles. You okay? Oh.
Yeah, skill test. John's asking a question. I thought team focus was for skill tests and not opposed skill tests. Opposed or unopposed, they're both skill tests. So this just says use before rolling any resolution dice for a skill test. And this says, like, for example, in the back of the book, just skill tests. So opposed or not, a skill test is a skill test. Like, yeah. So even them using, I think, using the opposed in little whatever those single quotes there, it's still a skill test, right? So it's not like opposed skill test, not like a keyword that's not equal to skill test without opposed in front of it. That's how I would look at it, but yeah. But anyways.
So we are safe now because you killed that guy.
Great.
So at the end of your turn, I did draw that, but we can just do that.
Why? What do I want to do?
If you want at the end of your turn, we can nest.
No.
No? Okay.
I don't feel the need to right now. Go get the damn Snoodles.
Okay, so I need
Get
9.
them Snoodles!
3, 6, 7, 8.
I don't know, John. That's just the way I would take it. I don't know. Based on all the games we played, that's how I would understand that. But again, I could be totally wrong. This game can be a little confusing with that stuff. So.
Okay, I'm going to spend... Do these eyeballs stop my movement? Yes, they do,
yeah,
I
they
think.
do.
Okay, so we're going to spend 1. Oh, I need a red. Oh, I could use...
No, you treat this as...
No, but for this one.
Oh, yeah.
But I could use a 3 to get over that one. Okay, so let's use a 1 to move 1 space.
Oops.
Okay. Eyeball 1. You stare at the spring-loaded metal socket, turnstile, contraption thingy, sorry. A wee light trickles in from a slit that you realize human coins were supposed to fall in. And a roll along track until, oh my gosh. And roll along a track until they are triggered a small motor. They would advance the turnstile by 1 notch. The only way to get inside is to push your way through the rusty metal contraption. Okay. So now I need to use 3 points of movement or a red card. I don't have a red card, so I have to use 3 points of movement here.
So it'll stop you at 2 anyway, so...
Yeah, it's annoying, but that's okay. So we'll use this. Oh, it's my card. Your card. No, it's my card.
Yeah, so...
Okay, so let's do that.
So number 2.
The only way up is to try and climb the sloping catch chute. The metal is smooth and does not offer much traction. Okay. Now I could use...
There's a dotted line here.
But I can...
But you treat these all as dotted lines.
So if I use a 3 movement, I could do 1, 2, 3. Yes. Let's do that. 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2. 1, 2. Oh, sorry. When I did that, this would have went up.
Yep.
And then 1.
Oh, stop. This would have been...
Oh, sorry. Yep.
You might want to...
Nope, that's okay.
1.
Oh, yeah. We would have done it the other way.
Okay, so 3.
You're at the top of the machine. In front of you is a spiral dispenser gizmo. And somewhere in the gloom is a colorful bag of onion noodles. Your rodent mouth waters as the prospect of chewing upon the baked, never fried goodness of the onion-flavored injection cornstarch puff, and you imagine the praise and recognition you will receive upon returning with such a prize to the colony. We're going to be legends, giggles Ringer. Put each character's influence card into play. Yes, you get your card.
About effing time. It's in my hand. Sweet.
Okay.
Anyone else going to the store to grab some Funyuns or some onion ring chips or anything?
They are very good.
I know I want to.
I know, they are very good.
Damn descriptive story text.
Okay, 2, 1, 2, and I'm 1 away because I had to throw that 3 card away to get over the thing. So that's fine. That's the end of my turn. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, what? I take all the ones?
No, we didn't get any
Oh, threat.
threat. Because doesn't something happen when threat goes?
If we hit the 4, they surge.
No, but okay, nothing makes
Only
these
the-
go up
only
or
the
anything.
arrows
Oh,
push.
the arrows push it down, right?
Only
That's in
this crossing the red line does the coin mechanism, which makes that go
I
forward.
knew it was something with those, but it's just the arrows, but it's not affecting right now.
Oh, I guess
You want to give me a 1 so I don't waste? If you're gonna just
yeah, I can give you 2 cards.
because 1 will let me move it up or move up,
Yeah, so
and then I don't have to waste.
I will then. I'll just use a 1 to move.
Edgar says 8-1 today.
I'll cross the red line, move tokens up. Oh yeah, these tokens go up too.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, sorry,
don't
sorry.
forget that.
Did we not? Wait. Oh, we did, and then I put it back. Didn't I do that?
You probably did. I picked it up to show the camera.
Oh, no worries, no
But we
worries.
should
Okay,
move
okay.
everything up.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Janet. I was gonna say I thought we did, but it's all of them.
Okay, I'm done.
Done?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I have 2, so 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, we're gonna get a whole bunch of threat cards back to back.
I feel like we've seen 1, 2, 3. Oh, the 2. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
2 and a 3 and a 1 are still in there. So 3.
Oh, so now I need 2. I
yeah,
forgot.
we're gonna get a whole bunch.
Okay. Well, let's do. And I need to do a test of 4 to move it.
I still gave you 2 points of
Yep.
cards.
So let's
You could have
do...
tossed before.
No, it's fine.
You don't want ones and you want to dig,
It's fine.
but you could just draw a threat.
Okay, we're gonna do 1 point of movement to move up.
Well, you know you can play them together as like a move action.
Yeah,
They match
yeah.
numbers. You can just like any
Okay.
test, right?
So now to move it down, I need to do a skill test of 4 using any suitor skill, right?
Like a group task.
A group task. So I will do a group task with that.
I think it goes to like whatever this card.
Oh yeah, sorry. So group task of 3, 4, 5. And then it says that we and the...
But you succeed, so this just gets discarded anyway, right? Like,
I don't know, because this place all...
but like it's a difficulty of 4, so you succeeded. But anytime you do a group task and it's done,
Then why does it say place all group tasks cards?
place all cards played to the group task with this card.
Like, is it making it harder?
I don't know. This
Right? Because it pulls the
or
cards out of the
does it not
deck.
mean this card, or does it mean the card you started the group task with? I don't know. This is
Because I'm wondering if it's making it harder
Yeah, I
by
don't know.
taking the cards out of the deck.
yeah. I just want to know like what's going on here. This rulebook also has a big problem with like doesn't talk about discard piles for what decks. Like what decks get shuffled, which
Oh,
one
yeah,
have
yeah.
discard piles, which one like do cards go on the bottom? Should you be making discard piles for decks? Like it just misses so many of the 101 stuff with like any board game setup. It's crazy. Aftermath heavy object.
Oh, Janet is saying if you played less than 4, the cards would stay with the environment card. Oh, but then once you've successfully moved, they get discarded. And then the next time you move again, kind of keep the...
But then you achieve a success, right?
Yeah.
Upon success, move the heavy object token and all figures in that space containing this task to adjacent space.
Yeah, and why doesn't it say discard all cards?
Well, it doesn't say that even on the last group task we did. That was just something we know from the rules when
Yeah.
you're completing a group task.
Okay, so if we
they're
take it by
discarded.
group
I don't
task,
care.
yeah, they're discarded.
Like, yeah,
Okay.
Whatever.
Yep. Okay. So that
So you moved them with yourself?
yeah. So
Perfect.
that's me. Go ahead. So if you want to come up now, we could,
Mm-hmm.
but you'd have to draw a red card or use your 3.
Ah! Gotta hurry though. Gotta hurry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because our time is 4.
Well, I'm just worried that when we surge,
Or that, yeah.
enemies will happen and stuff, and trying to get it back to the spot becomes a lot worse.
Yep.
So, based on that, just not move at all. Like I would have to spend this card. I get here. This moves everything back up, which makes it now harder for you. So I don't think I should even cross this until you're down here.
Yeah, that's what.
Otherwise,
yeah.
it's a huge waste of turn. Then I also think not playing cards just means on my next turn, I could give you a card.
You could give me a 3.
Done. And then the more cards I hold, the less I draw, and we push through to more threats, which speed this up. I don't know. That's just a theory, but
yeah.
Seems like it's legit. All right, so I'm not going to move. I'll just stop there holding these. Go ahead.
I have 2, so I'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I will do a group test.
Group task.
Group task of 4.
Boom. Done.
Fortunately, that is all I can do. Ugh. Okay, I think that's all I can do because...
Why not? Do it again.
Oh, because it can match a symbol?
No.
It's not the same color. It's not the same number.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe I just,
Never mind.
Yeah, maybe I'll chuck that one out. Yeah, so
Never
we'll just
mind.
stop there. Go ahead. Wish I could just discard cards now before your turn so you could give me something if it lined up. Like if you got a 1 or a 2.
I just don't want to speed through the deck.
I know.
So here we go. 3.
Ugh. I feel like they're all coming anyways because they're all...
Okay. Don't want to move. I think.
Oh, you can't. Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah,
yep.
when you have 2
or less,
fewer,
yeah.
right? Done.
Okay.
Threat's not there yet.
No. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Nice.
Okay, so let's do a move, group task of 4, and then a move, group task of 4, and now you're safe to come up. Okay.
Brr.
So do we read that in the threats?
Yeah, we check threat.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So cross the red now.
Yep.
I don't care about those numbers. Only the first time, right?
Yep.
Green. Cross the green line. And we're stuck.
You can use that.
Nope.
No.
No, I cannot. So done.
So surge.
Where's-
First surge, go to 47-2.
It's a good thing none of us are afraid of tight spaces, notes Messiah. Thank you, Mezzy. I appreciate that, groans Grumple. Could this get any worse? Suddenly, you hear a soft skittering sound from below. Ravenous roaches begin to squeeze through the tiny holes and gaps in the old machine. Roaches, cries Messiah, in warning the others. Grumple gives an exasperated cry and thumps her head against the metal wall in frustration. I hate you, Mezzy. Oh, I love you too, Grumpykins, he laughs. Encounter 6 roaches.
Oh, man. These are so annoying, these roaches.
And then situation is now hostile. Resolve an enemy turn.
Okay.
6 roaches.
Do you have the roach card?
Is that how that works?
Oh,
Well, how do we know how they act?
True,
Yeah.
you're right. Oh, I was thinking encounter card, not
Oh.
enemy. There you go. So those are all gone. Those are discarded when you resolve the thingy. I think anytime.
But then
you
how do
that.
we do an enemy turn?
It's just saying resolve one. It's telling us it's just overriding the rule. Go ahead.
But what are we? Well, I know in this case it's fine, but how would we know,
Oh,
right? So I
I
think they
see.
would have stayed, and then we would.
And then we do it.
Yeah, because
So
then
is it
after
2
an
at the
enemy
top?
turn, yeah.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for this case, anyways. But yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I think it would be like
Special rules. They're swarming. Whenever a roach token is defeated, immediately return it to play on the enemy space, so they're never ending.
And we're trying to get.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is even worse.
Yeah.
Roaches and the sprocket. Roaches can only cross the red line when all 6 of them are gathered on the 1 space. At the end of an enemy activation, if all 6 roaches gathered there, move them all to the 2 space. This advances a spiral once.
But we
Okay.
can get through them. It's just
Yeah.
we're going to get attacked by them.
Potentially.
Well, they'll do a move stop there, and then they'll eventually next time move past there. 2 spaces.
Yeah, unless we kill one of them. Because then they can only move past this if they're all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
But I can't shoot them through this double line.
I know, so we'd have to do it from here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're going to do an enemy turn, so they're going to move for 2. But they can only
is
move...
there anything else on the surge? No.
Oh, sorry.
It says additional surges. Oh.
Yeah.
More surges plus 1 time. Discard all cards from the threat deck.
Yeah. Okay. So they're only going to move 1 space because they can't move. Oh, they can move 2. Yeah, so you're going to move 2.
Yeah, but they stop there, right?
Why?
It doesn't say...
Well, I thought it said that they can only cross the red line if they're all together, and they are.
Roaches can only cross the red line when all 6 of them are gathered on the 1 space.
Yeah, so they are.
At the end of an enemy activation, if all 6... Okay. So then at the end of the activation, they're all here. Mm-hmm. Then they move to the 2 space.
Yep, and then it would bring these up. And we're safe. That's safe, thank goodness. Okay. Then no one's in their space. They have no range, so then these are all done discarded. Okay. Holy smokes. I'm just going to shuffle. Whose turn was that even?
No idea.
Where's I want to say? Because you did all the green lines.
I think so.
I think so.
Sure.
So?
Well, who drew the threat? Oh, that was just the end of my turn.
Yeah, that was, I think that was you. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't start moving till you were in this space.
Yeah.
So
okay.
You didn't stay there.
Okay. So So 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's annoying. Okay, all 1s. But let's do... I guess we're going to do all 4 1s for a move, right? 1, 2, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so group task of 4. And
you started with a green, right? So you treated them
I treat them all. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Lines, yeah.
Do you want this, or do I save this? Like, do you want to come over and help me, or because if I initiate it, I don't need to worry about the green lines. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't know. You just keep it.
Okay, but if you want to, yeah, unless you're gonna try to.
I can't do a ranged attack unless I have a yellow.
Oh yeah, and it'll depend on what you draw here.
Yeah, and I'm only killing 1. It goes back here.
But then it can't.
Oh,
join
but then
up
it's stuck.
Yeah,
right?
It can't join up its group.
Okay, I get it now. I'm like trying to think of how to deal with these guys.
Yeah, just by separating them.
All
okay,
right.
so that's me done.
Calamity does.
We've done the calamity already. Yep, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's annoying. Really annoying. So did it say... Oh, it says yellow action card specifically, which I don't have.
And you don't have... Yeah.
I don't have a green to cross the lines.
Do you want to pass me your 2 so then I can keep the 2s together and I can get to you on my turn for sure?
That's 3. Or do I just use the 3 to cross with you, but you're going to move it into my space anyway?
But you'll move with me, which will help you get through the green lines.
I can also start the group task that you then can add to.
Correct, yeah.
So I could do like I move for 3.
Oh yeah, because only characters that contribute move with the token. So if you contribute 1 and I contribute 1, then we'll move together.
Because then I could... That makes... I don't know. Then doing only white on the group task makes it like impossible.
We'll just do the 2, and I can do the 2, and then that's 4.
Then the 3 to move. But I don't know if I just wait and hold this, and if you're going to move it in my space anyway, then I could help move it on my turn after that. Because I'll have these.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'll just.
Do you want to pass me the 2 so I can move for sure? Okay.
And pass you this also, but I don't know if that matters.
Janet's saying, can you reread the heavy objects card? Don't all characters move? I think it said only ones that contribute, but...
Upon success, move the heavy object token and all figures in that space that contributed to this task to the adjacent space.
Yeah.
So... Can I do anything else here? Nope. Was I the one that killed the guy? I should have got a scrap, right? Right, with my weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just hold. Alright, done. Go ahead.
Okay, so I will draw 3 cards. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna have a roach turn. So I will contribute 4 to the task, and again,
Starting with a green?
yep, and yep.
I guess it doesn't matter for you.
Yeah, but maybe it does in this case. Still,
I don't know,
I don't
whatever.
know.
Let's roll with
Then
it.
the roaches are gonna go move 2, but I could take the hit, or do I give you? Oh, I can't even give you cards. This would be 5. Yeah, okay. I think I just stop here.
Alright, roaches.
Yep. They move for 2.
1, 2, they're in their space.
And they hit for roaches plus 2. So 8.
What are they hitting?
So I can block
I'll just
for...
take a hit. Let
Yeah?
me just take
Okay,
a hit. Yeah,
okay.
let's just divide it up, I guess. Oh, black cards. Yes.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
So put them back here.
Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, they would just go to here to get us, right?
Oh yeah, it's gonna move for us.
Well, I
but then we gotta go
moved.
back and pick up the...
Well, who?
No, that
what
just
moves?
That just happened right now.
Yeah, but one happened before, and I just sat here.
No, nothing happened the turn before.
Oh, okay. So now it happens?
So it happened on my turn. But does it move? Sorry, you have to read the force movement. Does the onions go with us, or when a player places a threat card on the threat track, all figures and tokens that are on this space. Okay. I wasn't sure if the onions go.
So you moved. And then you moved it again, and we all went like this. Actually, I was in this space, right? I would have went like that. You would have went like this, right?
Yeah.
And then you used your group task to move here, right? So you're here. Then the roaches move in.
Okay.
Okay, and then they hit me. Boom, damage. All right.
And then
clear
this
that
goes
card.
away. Yep. Sorry, forgot about
My
that roll.
turn?
Yep. Are we on an aerospace now? So we're on one more, right? This is the last aerospace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. All right.
You could start the group task with that 3, and I'll do the 1 to finish it.
Get reds going. I could just do these. Could also
Or you just do it.
Fight these idiots. Now, do they also go crossing the other way? No, it specifically says from 1 to 2, right? So they can go back, no problem. Yeah, it's annoying.
But actually, if you move the onions 1 space, I won't move with it, which is fine.
No, we all move together.
No, only characters that contribute to the
Oh.
test. So you move with them, but I can move for 1 and catch up to you. Like, I think we just got to get away from the roaches, and right now the roaches aren't going to go.
All right.
I don't know. Or if you can move it twice, even better.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So I'll spend 4 group task. I'll move with it.
The next one has to be red.
Yeah, which I have a single red.
Maybe you start it, at least, and I can contribute 2 ones for sure.
So this goes to the group task, whatever. Group task. Do this.
Okay.
And end my turn. Go ahead.
Oh, I got
You
your
want to
card.
discard first?
No,
Why not? Tell me.
because I need those 2 ones to add to that.
Oh, okay.
And then
You're
the
going for
defense.
ones instead? Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay. And get red. Okay, so I'll contribute these two to the group task. So, oh, I gotta move first. So let's move with.
Could just do a huge defensive play with all that stuff. And your pluses.
Well, they're not even gonna go. I just
true.
want to help
I see.
because
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you might be able to get over the red
Keep
line.
thinking enemies go every
So I'm
time.
gonna move for 2, but I'll just move 1 here. Then I will contribute 2 to the task. So if you finish it, I'll be able to move with you. And then I'll hold. Oh, I'll pass this to you if you want to do an attack, potentially range. I don't know.
It just reduces my chance of drawing to
unless...
red. But I'll probably toss this yellow, though. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll hold this. It's worth it, I think.
Okay.
Done? My turn?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to toss this yellow. And that moves these guys to us.
Yep. We'll just kind of
Right,
that,
to say all figures and tokens. Yeah, they're tokens, I guess. Yeah, and figures. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Do that. Okay, complete.
So we all move because I contributed as well. That's great. Can you contribute? Can you do enough?
Those are discarded.
Oh, they went off the board?
Oh, wait.
Why are these discarded? Sorry.
Because I went across red line.
Oh,
moves
yeah,
up
yeah.
the whole mechanic,
checking,
right?
sorry, yep.
That's a thing. Well, sorry, I move with this card. I need these two to match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you can move it again?
Yes, so 4 to the group task.
Nope, I don't move.
Oh, yes.
But you do.
Boop, boop. Yeah, because we start with green and go across green line, right?
Yep. So now when you have the onions on the end, is there...
I don't remember. Snoodles can be carried using the heavy objects fireman rule. If you carry the onion snoodles to this space, go to the success entry listed on your main mission card.
Oh, that's it.
I did it, guys. It was all me. Woo! Got to the finish line. All right. Success. Read entry 98.1. I don't know if these guys go in the hunt, but I don't think so.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Yeah, okay.
I get to keep the snoodles because, that's just how it is. Nom, 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 nom. All right.
I do want that now.
I know. Me too.
98.1.
98.1. Where are we?
Sorry if anyone sees spoilers.
They can't read that.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. 98.1. Right? Yes.
Okay.
You arrive back at Abigail Lane, proudly carrying the onion snoodles on your backs. You can't wait to show the others, but when you smile proudly at the mice on perimeter duty, you see only apprehension on their faces. Something is off. Food +5.
Whoa.
Morale +1.
18 and morale is this one, so we're at 6.
Banish this mission card. So it goes to our banish box if you can show them what that is. I'll throw it in that tuck box. Go to 98-3. There isn't the usual welcoming committee of wee ones begging for snoodles or worried old codgers counting heads to make sure everyone got back okay. It is oddly tense and quiet. Patch and Tidbit are with a group of concerned elders gathering in the living room near the hearth. In the firelight, conflicting looks of concerning relief and dance. I can't read today. In the firelight, conflicting looks of concern and relief dance over their faces. Oh, thank goodness, grasped Tidbit, and you're quickly embraced by tearful elders. I'm so relieved you returned to us, says Patch, wiping his snout. You have made us proud. No one has even mentioned the snoodles. Something is wrong. What's going on, Pop? Messiah asks. It's the providers. They haven't returned from scouting North Bend, he says solemnly. They should have returned by now, adds Tidbit, and everyone starts speaking in hushed tones as not to send panic through the colony. The providers are the most steadfast of heroes. What could have happened to them? Patch pulls the young critters aside. Listen, the trial is irrelevant now, he says. You are all we have. I hate that it has come to this, but these are desperate times, and this burden is going to fall on you. We need to find out what happened to Tuft and Cookie and the rest of the providers. But we also need the safety of sustenance they gave us. The old mouse shakes his head. You will need to grow up fast, faster than is even right or fair. You are our providers now. Go to page 101. This is funny. It feels like a little mix of Tainted Grail in here, too.
Yeah. All the different pages?
No,
Like,
just the
go
whole
to
thing
this
like,
section
you
and-
are the B team.
Oh, yeah.
The A team has gone out, they're gone. You have to find out what happened to them.
Yeah.
Feels very similar. Whoops. 101, right? Did I say 101?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So, I can show you guys. 101. Colony phase.
Oh,
We have a
okay.
new phase of the game. So the start. Now that your mission is over, it's time to manage your colony. This is called the colony phase and consists of 7 steps that must be resolved in order. Step 1, side mission. 2, clue. 3, event. 4, accounting. 5, build. 6, check inventory. 7, save. 8, eat onion snoodles. 1, side mission. If you successfully completed your side mission, resolve its success effect. Otherwise, resolve its fail effect. We didn't have a side mission.
Side one. Okay.
Clue step. If you added 1 to your clue dial during this mission, read the entry that matches your current clue dial value on page 102. Once all 8 entries have been read, banish the clue token that has the key, clue, whatever prize. Banish components go in the banish deck box.
So we are clue 1.
Clue 1. And we're reading that on page 102. Oh, I see. So there's all 8 on there. Okay. Patch lowers his voice. Did you guys see anything that might help us find what happened to our providers? You shake your heads. Wait, what about the warband? That warband? Asks Whisper. Messiah grunts. It's probably nothing, but we saw a large group of scaled ones heading toward North Bend. If our folks ran into that warband, they would have had a rough time of it. Ponders Patch. When the old providers left, Tuff had mentioned wanting to check out an overturned truck in that area. The old mouse looks troubled. Retrieve mission card 9 from the discovery deck and add it to the bottom of the mission deck. Woo! This is getting cool.
Nine.
Mission card 9, the side swipe. About the delivery truck, it looks like.
So I feel like we don't shuffle those anymore now.
Well, I think you choose from them when you're going to set up, is what my understanding was.
okay.
But I could be wrong. Maybe the setup says, like, if you still have this mission, this mission, this mission, you have to pick one of those. I don't think you do them in numbered order, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go back to
that's it.
colony phase. So that's cool. So you can only get 1 clue token a turn. So we're definitely going to read through all of those entries as we play through this game
That's cool.
to find out what the heck's going on here. 3, the event step. So the event step. While the characters are away on a mission, the colony is vulnerable. Subtract the time allowance listed on your mission card from the value on the time dial on your campaign dashboard. The difference is the number of events that befell the colony while you were gone. For each event that befell your colony, reveal an encounter card from your encounter deck. Do not shuffle. Go to the event entry on page 103 that matches that card's number. Read the entry and resolve its effect. Note, most events can be prevented with the correct colony structure or colony improvement. Only one of the listed preventions is needed to prevent the event. If you use the colony improvement card to prevent an event, discard that card back to the item deck. Oh, that's cool. And it says when you set up the next mission, you shuffle the encounters and choose your mission.
Oh, okay. Oh, shuffle encounters and choose our mission based on the missions that we
that's
have
cool.
available.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
I get it.
So
okay.
for this time thing, we have to.
So what's our time?
Our time
4.
is 4.
So we're not over.
We were allowed 5, so we're good.
So we don't get anything awesome for completing it with less time?
No, I mean, but that's good to know that
Not impressed.
what happens.
Times are dire, I guess. All right. Accounting step. So now we know what happens if we take too long. Accounting step. Well, kind of know. We don't really know, but
okay.
Accounting step. Feed the population. Food minus X. X equals your current population. For each food you cannot pay, morale minus 1. If ever your population or morale dial ever reaches 0, you've failed the campaign and must go to page 100, entry 100-23, unless you are in infinite lives mode, which we may use that infinite live mode, which kind of lets you keep going if you want to just experience the story. We may do that on the stream depending on what's going on, just to keep playing through if we're like on episode 2. But
so far we're okay, I think.
yeah, but if we're like late in the playthrough in the campaign and we die and it's over, that's fine.
So now we're going to lose. So our
But yeah.
population is 8. We have 18 food, so we're going to go down to 10 food. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so I see a huge advantage in searching those tokens now.
Did you reduce the food?
Yep, so we're at 10 food now instead of 18.
10 food.
Yep.
Okay. Build step. Here we go.
Build step.
Build step. Page 104 is the list of colony structures. You may pay the associated costs of one or more colony structures in scrap, then retrieve those colony structure cards from the discovery deck and add them to the colony supply deck box. Note, some colony structures have prerequisites in addition to or instead of costing scrap.
That is so cool.
So
I didn't know this was a
104.
thing.
Hold on, let's go to 104. Build step. So let's check what we got here. We got a public council. This structure can be built in the hollowed out TV. When it's necessary to spread information or galvanize the community, the elders can use this platform to address the citizens. Cost 10 scrap and your bonus. When you build it, morale +2. Okay. Mender's hut. The structure can be built in the cozy recesses of the easy chair where it's warmed in the afternoon sun, and there's plenty of stuffing for making comfy nests to tend to the sick and injured. Cost is 10. Bonus, upon building, choose a new ability for Whisper.
Yeah, this is one of my goals, is to build a Mender's hut. Okay.
Oh, then you get to go through the ability deck and get a new one for Whisper.
Okay, but I do like that one so far, but I don't even know
if
what
you
the other
replace
options
it.
are.
Are you only allowed one
Oh,
ability?
get it? I don't know.
It just says to choose a new ability.
Oh, so I think we would add it.
I don't know if it exchanges.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're only allowed one at a time. I think you can have more abilities.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a big deck full of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Maybe
okay.
not. We'll have to look that up too, unless somebody knows.
How much does that cost?
That's 10.
10? Okay.
What are we at? 13?
Abilities add, yeah, okay.
Abilities
We're
add,
at
okay,
13,
perfect.
yeah.
Workshop. The structure can be built in the fireplace where it's safe to have hot fires necessary for metalwork and smithing. You will surely be able to get your vehicles roadworthy. Cost is 15 scrap. Bonus. Upon building, retrieve the Blade Bikes vehicle card from the discovery deck and add it to the colony supply deck box. Choose a new ability for Ringer. At the start of each mission, each character may choose and equip one item from the colony supply deck box without paying its repair costs. You may use vehicle travel methods.
Okay.
So at the start, we can get anything that's in our colony, which we have nothing, right?
Right.
For sure? Take that box?
Which one?
The
This
colony.
one?
Okay, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. I couldn't remember if when I set it up a
no.
month ago if I put any
Nothing.
cards in there. I don't know. All right. Expanded nest. The new nesting areas will be in the couch and sitting chair. The citizens will burrow into the cushions and create a complex network of tunnels and warrens. Cost is 7. The bonus allows you to go above 15 population.
Well,
So it costs us 7 to expand the nest.
but now that I see that we have to feed all these people, I don't necessarily want to have... I mean, it lets us go above, but I don't know how many...
Well, you want to get to 20.
Yeah, but maybe not right yet.
I know, obviously. Water pump. Ringer has created rain collectors around the house, but ideally he wants to have the ability to pump water for convenience, safety, conservation, and irrigation. The pump would be in the kitchen window, and the sinks would be used as reservoirs. He's got it all planned out. Prerequisites. Have mission card 4 in the banished deck box. We've only done mission 1, so that's
I
a no.
guess, yeah.
Cost is 5 scrap, and bonus. Upon building, morale +3. Okay, so that one's a little hard to get going. The garden. Fresh vegetables, herbs, and fruits can generate renewable source of food for the colony. Not to mention, it will raise grumple spirits. Prerequisites. Water pump. And have mission card 10 in the banished deck box. That's going to be a while. The cost is free. Bonus. Upon building, choose a new ability for Grumple. During the accounting step of each colony phase, reduce the amount of food needed to feed the population by 10.
Whoa.
That's what we need to
need
do.
a garden.
We need the water pump and to have completed mission card 10, I guess.
I feel like I need like a little notepad here to say what we want to do.
But we have this book. We can
yeah,
just
but
check
are we
it
going to
out.
remember every time that?
Nope.
Exactly.
We will never remember.
We'll have to read through these every time.
Yeah. Yeah, so we do.
I'll get one after off.
I have a little notepad that I got just
Yeah.
for jotting things down like this.
Yeah, just to say like this is what we want. So when we see mission 10, then we remember, go back and build the garden now. We can.
Lookout post. Use old plastic hamster habitat parts. You can build a tall structure that allows citizens the ability to look out the window and warn others of danger. Sometimes just being prepared is the most decisive part of survival. Cost is 7.
I feel like some of these might just come in handy later. They might just say, if you have this.
There's something. Most events can be prevented with the correct colony structure or colony improvement.
Yeah.
Only one of the listed preventions is needed to prevent the event. So I think the lookout post can help prevent some of those, is what it's kind of hinting at there. Training grounds. There's getting to be quite a few young furs around. They're restless. We can put them to good use by training them in mousy things like sneaking and scurrying and sniffing out danger. These are our future providers. A couple of the elders have volunteered to train them in the living room center for all to see. Prerequisites. Population of 20 plus. Cost of 7 scrap. Bonus. Upon building, choose a new ability for Messiah. So Messiah probably needs that as a thing. Have 11 in your bench deck box and 2 or more alliance cards. Okay, never mind. I don't know, never mind. Okay. Market. The market allows the citizens to trade goods they've made with other citizens and even with visitors from another colony. A market attracts new citizens by giving a place to trade for things they need. Prerequisites. A population of 15 plus. We can get up to 15. Cost of 10 scrap. Note, if players successfully complete mission 8A, 8B, and 8C, the market will be built automatically without having to pay the cost or meet the prerequisite.
Well, let's just do that.
Bonus. At the start of the accounting step of each colony phase, population plus 1. At the start of the accounting step, as many times as you like, you may exchange 2 of any of the following for 1 of any of the following. Food, scrap, or batteries.
Okay. So we can pick one of these things.
That's it.
Right?
That's it. Yeah, we could build something, right?
Do we build like the lookout post?
Yeah, that seems like a good one. It's cheap. It's only 7. I'm sure it'll help us when we actually take too long in a mission and we have events hurt us. That seems like something that will help. I don't know what else will help. But that does seem like it's something that would.
I feel like it'll benefit us. I don't think we need... Like, we could also build the public council for 10, but I don't feel like that's going to help us yet. Maybe that'll help us when we have like
It
a
puts
larger
morale up.
But I feel like a public council like that.
I
is when
think
we have
all
more
these
population.
I think might be related to stuff that happens, but
yeah.
Let's do the lookout post.
Yeah, let's do the lookout post.
I'm
We
down.
have 13, so we'll go down to 6. And we'll build a lookout post. So what happens?
Discovery deck. Grab it out of there.
This one. So what I'm looking for?
Oh, there.
Lookout post.
Lookout post. Using old plastic hamster parts, you can build a tall structure. This all says all the same stuff. Sometimes just being prepared is the most decisive part of survival. This just says the same thing. That's awesome. Turn to page 3. The card changes the scene.
Oh. Oh, at the beginning? Page 3. Oh, yeah, you put that in the lookup post. Where did it say lookup post was going, though?
On the fire thing.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah, that's funny. That's cool.
That is cool.
They should have made this a sideboard, though, just for fun. Like this art, so you could actually like have it set up. Or something where you can slide these cards in. Like a little board with the plastic inserts. You can slide all the cards in.
That is cool.
But that's still neat.
Okay, so I'm
Nice
assuming
touch.
that this goes into our deck box, into our colony deck box. Like this is what we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll put that in
I
there.
think that's what it said. Let's go back to.
That's cool though that they did that.
Go back to where is it? Right here. Build step. You may pay the associated cost of one or more colony structures and retrieve those colony structure cards from the discovery deck. Add them to the colony supply deck box. All right. Check victory step is number 6. If you've completed the personal goals of any of the 4 characters, if you've completed the personal goals of any 4 characters, you've won the campaign. You may choose to keep playing or reset the campaign and play again. Then 7 is save step, which I guess we'll go through right now.
Yeah, because
so this is how you save the game, I guess, between sessions. This session was actually a lot longer than I expected for like an intro mission. Like most games, it's like super light, super short, just to get you in. But man, this kind of walked you through a whole bunch of places and taught us a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
That's kind of beefy for the first playthrough. Save step. Return the campaign dashboard to the box without adjusting any of the dials. Well, we're taking a picture of that because I don't trust these dials not to move.
Yep.
Discard any batteries on equipped items.
Nope, I just have a battery. It's not on any items.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't used the juice in them yet,
Nope.
I guess.
I'm just
Each
holding it.
player places their character card, influence card, starting item, unused batteries, and earned abilities in their character's deck box. Well, it says abilities right there. That makes sense. So we just need our cards out of here. If you can grab.
Okay.
I don't think we have these anymore, though. That would make sense. We have to shuffle it as setup. This stuff can go away. I focus. Am I badly hurt still? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was gonna say, like, do I still have damage?
No, I don't think so.
It clears?
No, because when we left. Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what the heck?
This is you. But I figured it'll tell us. Okay,
no,
so we put
it won't tell us because
Janet.
like we technically left the map, leaving a page. I said we
But
did
doesn't
that kind of, right?
But it doesn't say remove damage when you leave a page.
Yeah, true. Yeah, what the heck?
We'll figure it out.
You did the short version. There's an alternate path that takes you to another location.
No
Wow.
way.
So it could be even longer? Oh, wow.
Okay, damage clears at the end of the mission. Okay,
Okay.
that's what I thought.
It probably is in here. There's probably end of mission
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Which we just
So
forgot because it's been a couple hours since we read. Ending a mission. Mission success. When players have completed their main mission goal, the adventure book will instruct them on how to proceed. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, book. Son of a... Yep.
Okay,
Rule book.
that's fine.
Very thorough as usual.
That's fine.
So we place... I'm definitely getting rid of this. I don't think I keep this, do I?
Status effects, I think we have to get rid of it before you can do that.
I don't think I'm badly hurt anymore. Would I be? For the next time we go to play?
I don't know. I'll have to look at that status
Each
effects.
player places their character card, influence card. So influence card, character card. You can take that one. Starting item. What if I trade that away?
That is true.
Unused batteries. Nope. And earned abilities. To the character's deck box. No onion noodles?
Oh,
man.
You just gotta go buy some.
Place all other items that were equipped in a character's backpack or in the broken items pile into the colony. Hold on. All other items that were equipped. I don't have any other items. And we don't have, okay. Make sure any vehicles, colony structures, and alliances you've earned are put back into the colony supply deck box. Place every other deck of cards into separate plastic baggies.
Oh, I kept my battery still in there. Sorry if it looks like I got rid of it. I put my mini in there.
Yeah, we kept the battery.
Too.
We kept the battery.
Yeah, my battery's in my box, ready to go. I put the mini in there too because right now it fits.
Oh yeah. Where's my box? All right, there we go.
There we go.
So that's your save, and then we'll just put everything away in the box.
Yep.
Now our discarded scavenge tokens.
Oh yeah, so I assume
that will start again at 2, 3, then 4.
Yeah, I assume that would
yeah,
do in
because
setup.
in the setup it always tells you grab all of them and
Yeah.
sort them out.
Okay.
So you can put them all in that container. But yeah, it's a cool game.
Yeah,
It's definitely cool. It's a little weird. The rules kind of put me on tilt like right from the beginning when I read them days ago, then read them again, and then I watched the videos, then I read on Board Game Geek. Then I'm now actually playing it, and I didn't want to play it in advance, which I probably should have, because that would have helped me come up with some of these rules questions and look them up ahead of time. But yeah, it just was a little weird. But if you're not like you don't stress about rules, you'd be fine. Like you just do whatever and play it however you want. It's your game. But yeah, just the rule book leaves a lot to be desired. But I do like the game. I like games like this. I like the story. I like the little map book thing. That's cool. I like the card play mechanic stuff. It's very simple, but I like the whole playing cards and trying to do actions and stuff. That's kind of cool that they didn't give you just a bunch of cards that are for that character and all have a bunch of text on them and actions. Cool the way it just works off this whole, like, they're all just like a suit of cards. Kind of neat.
Yeah, I think once you have the hang of this game, it'll be a lot easier, right? Once you
Yeah,
have the hang of how to move and how to fight and how to attack and all that.
Yeah, it happens every time
Yeah.
we jump into a brand new campaign game and we don't play in advance because we try to go in blind. There's always that like little struggle at the beginning with rules, goofs, no matter what the game. Like they all have that problem, kind of.
And trying to make efficient plays with the cards you have.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that we'll have to, as we play, get used to watching ahead and checking the threats and you know, what's the thing we need to manage. And
it's very different being able to pass cards over and kind of think like the enemies don't always go. And that I have so much trouble. Every time I was thinking like, yep, I have to end my turn like this because the enemies are going to attack. Every time, that's like so ingrained in my brain from every game I've ever played. But this one, you keep like, Rob, they're not attacking yet. I'm like, oh yeah. They need a threat card first.
yeah.
Like it's going to take some time to get used to that. Also, this whole dice rolling thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's mitigation. Maybe not. That will calm me off. But right now, or calm me down, cool me off. But right now, there's no dice mitigation other than playing as many cards as you can. But even in some cases, it's not enough. It just increases your odds.
And you only get 5 cards, so I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, but I guess as we get more items, I'm assuming it can add more to your tests or abilities, maybe help you out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of rough. But I'm assuming the enemies in the tests are going to get bigger also.
Yeah, because the enemies have been large, like 5, 6 defense. That's a big enemy.
6 or 7 maybe.
Yeah.
I think it was 3 for the roaches.
But there's like 6 of them that you have to get through.
I know, it adds up.
Yeah, and you can only kill 1 each attack. So
I think it's fine, like balance wise.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. But it's just like you're gonna have turns where you're just like use your whole hand and still fail, and that hurts. That hurts a lot. But at least the game's quick, going back and forth.
mm-hmm.
It's pretty quick turn, so it's not like you're sitting there waiting like, and your turn comes and it's like, I do one thing and I failed. Your turn again. It's like it's quick because then it'll be back to my turn again in no time. And we didn't have any leader enemies. That's the other thing.
There were
Yeah, we got lucky with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Or no, we only did the one shuffle once, right? Yeah, where are these leader gecko hunters we could have had? Yeah, see, the leader was 7 defense, but still 1 health. So it had 1 more test. But then it attacks for the same damage on attacks. It just always moves. It's always melee. It has knives. And after attacking, it does a twin knives where it would have attacked twice.
Oh my god.
And on a 3, it had boomerang where a character wounded by this attack becomes badly hurt right away. Okay. Yeah, so a little tougher. A little tougher for sure. But anyways, yeah. Well, I'm sure I run into a lot of these leaders and enemies and bosses. Like there's a whole whack of bosses in the game. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm excited to see all this stuff. A nice adventure, nice dungeon crawler kind of game.
Janet says, look at the cat card. The cat's card, sorry. And Sakabra, the dice bit with no mitigation is kind of off-putting. Yeah. But John says, I think that better equipment helps. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, the cat's defense, the cat boss is large and has 10 defense.
Oh my god.
So we're going to definitely have to get up to completing higher tests or just hope to get lucky. And bosses I know have a health value equal to the player or the character count.
Yeah. So
we would have to do 2 successful hits on the cat with 10 successes, also rolling the dice. So like it technically could get up to 13. Oh my. So like I don't know how you do that, because you can hold cards and discard, so you can kind of like try to build up a bigger hand
of like all 3s.
Yeah, we figured the Enjo or the Joy thing. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, it's just covering up the Y on the card on the picture. For those that didn't catch that, where is it? Nice little subtle. So if you can see there, I should have held this up, but the vending machine, like you can see, like it's Enjoy, like there's a Y under there, so they just refer to it as Enjo.
It's funny,
which is cool.
Yeah. Clever.
We've seen that in like the Pixar and the DreamWorks and stuff movies where they do that with the animation movies. Where they do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I think the whole survival aspect is really fun. I think it's going to be exciting as we go through this.
There is like mitigation kind of, because you have like abilities, are stats on your card. You have items and all that add plus to the tests. So it is kind of mitigation, kind of, I guess. But yeah, I want stuff that's like just helping those successes come a little easier.
Or like rerolls.
Or rerolls. Yeah, rerolls would be nice.
But hey, we don't know anything about what's coming.
I know.
So
like, look at this item deck. It's huge. Like huge. Here. I don't know how many item cards there are. I guess I can look in the book, but like that's how many items are in the game. I'm assuming there's like more weapons. I don't know. I don't know. Just more stuff. Items. How many items? 51 item cards, and we started with 4 of them are out of the deck already because each character got a starting item.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to continue with this game. There's loot all over the board.
Yeah, which now we know.
Yeah, I like running around, grabbing loot, building up our little colony. I like that. This War of Mine feel in this game, the Dead of Winter feel in this game is cool.
Yep.
I love the storybook theme. I like how it's a little lighter. I like the theme, definitely there. The dice rolling thing, it's only kind of bugging me, but I hope we'll get used to it. And it's just because it's kind of weird, right? A -2 to a +3 on the die, it messes with you.
Yeah. But you have to calculate that with your cards.
Yeah.
Which,
and just hope for the best. But
yeah, is a puzzle that we got to figure out.
Which is fine. I don't mind failing tests, but it's like when you fail a test, then it leads to you like dying. When it's all down to a dice roll, kind of. It's annoying. But I could have moved away in that situation where I died. That was on me. Can't wait until one of the loot tokens springs a trap on Rob. Yes.
Oh.
That would be awesome if that exists.
Hilarious.
But also I'm excited to see more 3 difficulty scavenge tokens and 4 difficulty scavenge tokens to find out what's in them.
Yeah.
That loot deck, I can't wait to rip through the loot deck. I love leveling up your character and giving them abilities and items and stuff. I like how that's in this game. And yeah, I like the whole group task thing.
Yeah.
It's neat. The whole enemy track, it's all different. I know this stuff is used in the other games that are by this designer, like Mice and Mystics, Homonauts, and there's one other one. One other one I can't remember now. But yes, he has like 4 or 5 storybook games now like this. And they all kind of like use these different things in them. But for us, it's like brand new. So like I'm kind of like loving it. How it's like very fresh and unique. But maybe some people are just like, it's the same thing you use in the other games.
Stuffed Fables.
John thinks Stuffed Fables. That's the other one. Thank you, Janet. I knew there was another one with animals in it and stuff. Or I guess stuffed animals. John says, I think there's also a white dice re-rolling ability / item.
Yes, you gotta find that.
Yes, please.
Okay, that's what we're searching for.
All right, good to know.
We love re-rolls.
Yeah, so it's just we're starting out. So it's hard. I'm giving my opinions now based on us just like kind of grinding through the rules. But obviously, as that stuff smooths out, I get used to understanding that things will fail and how the dice work into it. It'll become easier. And then when I find mitigation stuff that helps kill enemies better, stuff that helps increase skill results, that's when I'll really be like, yeah, this is what I want. This is perfect. Hopefully
there's items that will increase our health values and things like that. That would be cool too, hopefully. Yep. But we'll see.
All right. That's going to be it for episode 1. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. Thanks to everyone hanging out with us here live. If, like I said before, notice any rules, goofs, or anything, drop it down below in the comments. Timestamp it. That goes for any of the episodes in this series to help us in the next one. Sir Han wants to know more of this during the week. Next week, just wondering what you think the frequency of hitting the table will be. Good question.
That's a great question.
Every other campaign, we kind of always start them and treat them differently based on length of play. This length, so far the stream was 3 hours, 45 minutes-ish.
With a lot of talk.
But that was also going through that huge first page of story, which we don't have to do ever again.
Going through our characters. We always start campaigns on the weekend of any campaign because we don't know how long it's going to take.
Yeah, and going through rules and rules lookups and all that stuff and chatting with the chat and stuff.
But I do feel like this is something we could try on a weeknight and see.
I definitely think, because if it is 2 hours playtime, worst case with chat and all that stuff, 3.5 hours is totally fine for weeknights. The only problem, and we have this dilemma every time we go through to play a campaign series on the channel, is I want to play like tomorrow. I want to do a stream tomorrow. I want to play again. It's like reading a book or watching a TV series. It's like that binge watching mentality.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to wait a week and then play a whole bunch of games in between, forget the rules, come back to it, what's going on in the story, kind of like we did with Gloomhaven. I felt that happened a lot, and the story and all that just kind of was nothing. Like it didn't mean anything to us. But I bet if you played Gloomhaven multiple times in a day, came back the next day, took one day off, came back the next day, it would all kind of stick with you. You'd be used to the rules, you'd be used to your characters, your abilities. It would take less time to get back into it and warmed up and shake the rust off. I would like to do that. But the problem with doing it on YouTube and streaming it, what we find is less, and if you do it too fast, so if I stream like 4 days in a row, we just keep playing through heavy, and they're long streams, which they wouldn't be if we're doing them on weeknights.
Yeah, they'd be like two to 3.
To 3.5 hours probably. I just get worried that people can't keep up. So then we start streaming live, and it's like not as many people are here, maybe a couple, I don't know, who knows, right? And also I understand spoilers are a thing, so
people just drop off just normally.
and that's fine.
Which is fine, yeah.
But if you leave a few days or a week between streams, you give people who are in different time zones, people who have, not all the free time in the world to watch a video the next day or that same day. It gives people time to watch through and catch up. But the faster we rip through it, the faster someone who just finds the series, the harder it is for them to catch up and watch along with us. So I don't know. Mel and I were talking, we're like, should we just play this like once a week? But then I don't know how long it's going to take to get through this whole campaign.
I definitely think we could definitely do 1 weeknight and maybe 1 weekend day. So almost like a twice a week series, or 2 weeknights. But 2 weeknights isn't always good for other time zones.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's playing in the daytime versus the evening for us, it's sometimes you just cut off certain viewers.
Yeah.
And it's like hard, I don't know. But we can't always just leave it for just Sunday afternoons only and always play it at 1 o'clock on Sunday. We could. But we might be playing this till 2022. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know how long. But twice a week. Twice a week might work.
Yeah. Sirhan, this is what we go over every time. Every time we're like, open up a new campaign, we're like, how are we doing this? Are we just playing it like crazy where we like start at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, play till 9 p.m., start the next day, do it again on a weekend, get us started off with 2 like 8-hour episodes and just go into it? But
yeah, it's definitely something we have to think about when we schedule our videos. Or something that we do think about, I don't know.
John says, Jerry said he can't expand the world of Mice and Mystic because there's a movie in the making.
Oh, interesting.
Belco says, then for 10K, we can expect 12-hour marathon? Yeah, 2 12-hour marathons, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Saran, understood. Thanks for the explanation. Hadn't thought about the catch-up issue. Yeah, it's just something we've dealt with in the past, doing this. We've been doing these playing through series for like 6 years on the channel. So we just know that it's like a thing that has come up. Even when posting, even if we pre-record and post videos, if you post them too close back to back, people will just not catch up. Like they just fall behind, and then you don't have people in the comments like catching mistakes if you play too quickly. And then your later playthroughs are like full of mistakes. So there's also that too, the whole rules thing. So giving people a chance to watch later and comment in the comments, leave corrections, give us tips, strategy stuff, whatever. If you just play too quick, you miss out on a lot of that. And I love that. I love that interaction. So that's also why I like the whole live thing, giving people a chance to catch up. And maybe someone finds out about this series in a week. And if there's only 2 episodes, it's easy for them to catch up and jump in and follow us along, right?
Yeah.
But if we're already done by the time they find it, then it's like you just lost somebody who could have watched it live with us and just got involved and it'd be fun. But
then there's also the problem of if we did only once a week, if let's say we did every 1 p.m. every Sunday, then we have the issue, like Rob said, that we're playing until 2022 and we have other things that we want to do. Yeah. So there's that balance of like how fast do we want to finish it, let people watch it, and So
how I play a game, I start, time, I finish. What is a break? I understand.
I know.
Going with the flow.
Yeah, and also bringing more people into around their schedules if other people want to play. Yeah.
2 to 3 a week should be a good balance. That's what I think too. Yeah, that works. D4 says, I'm in the avoid spoilers camp, so I will generally watch the first play and then none of the rest. So my vote is play campaign games 7 days a week to get it done. That's the other thing.
Exactly.
C4, that we know there's people like that will just, if they see us playing through a campaign, they just don't watch and go, when are they going to be finished so I can see the next thing?
Yeah, which is also why we don't want to play it 7 days in a row. Because we want to have other things for other people. If we just played it once or twice a week, they just skip that video and go on to something else. But it's tough.
Streamer problems.
I know,
Streamer problems. So not a problem, but
because we did do that with Clank Legacy. We played that very fast.
Yeah, we tried. We're like, let's just pound through this one to see. And I was excited to play that one. I always wanted to see what was next.
Yeah.
We tried that, but again, a lot of people dropped off quick because they're like, I can't keep up. You guys are playing these long, like on a Saturday, to play two missions, it'd be super long stream, and then we're back the next morning playing again. So no one could watch the previous day and then be there for the next day, or else they would have to skip it.
Okay, John's saying for my total playtime, I clocked about 28 hours.
Oh,
Main and side
good to know.
missions roughly 2 hours.
Okay, so
Okay.
adding and streaming to that.
We add an extra hour at least.
Add an extra hour each session, I would say. Is
Which
like
is
roughly.
fine. Yeah, but he's saying 2 hours.
So 2 hours. So it's
So 3 to 3.5 is
so
fine,
hold on.
yeah.
So divide that in half. So that's 14-ish sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Okay.
So 14-ish episodes, give or take a few. That's a lot of weeks if we did only one per week. Wow.
Yeah, that would take a while.
That's a lot of weeks.
It's a lot of weeks, and yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to carry this into 2020, really. All right. Yeah, let's do 2 to 3 a week. Let's see how it goes.
Well, let's at least do one weekday.
Yeah, we'll do one this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sirhan, we'll do one this week. I'll schedule it shortly, either today or tomorrow. You'll see it pop up on the channel, youtube.com/Rob's Gaming Table. You'll see our upcoming live streams there. You can set reminders for them. I'll drop a playlist link in the description of this video also, where I'll add them to that playlist. So anyone watching this in the future and you're in any point you want to catch up or join us live or whatever, or see how many episodes are out or scheduled, check the playlist link in the video description. I'll add that in there. But yeah, I'll schedule it for this week. We'll pick a night. We'll do it this week. And then probably next week we'll be back again with another one. Maybe we'll do 2 this week during the
Just to get
weeknights.
it
We'll
going?
see.
Yeah.
We'll see what else we have to play too, and what
Yeah.
we're thinking about. Also real life, like
Yeah.
what days are available to play and stuff.
Yeah. It
And-
won't be tomorrow, so anybody that's looking, that's all that I know.
And also, if Justin wants to come over and play one evening, we might time it so we play one with him to try it 3-player.
Yeah.
Because then we can try another character in the mix and see and stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Try it out. We'll see. Doesn't seem like a hard game to teach. And since it's a co-op, we just, like, we can...
Yeah, he just doesn't know what actions he can do on his turn.
Yeah, that's it. All right. And Scabra, I'm totally going to ignore your comment. I'm just kidding.
No.
More Too Many Bones in Spirit Island. Yes,
Yes,
I know.
yes.
There will be more for sure.
Still waiting for...
Too Many Bones, yeah, we're still waiting for it to come in stock. I know I could just play what I have, but when I just played what I have, after Splice and Dice started delivering to people on Kickstarter, every second comment in the chat or on the video was, where is Splice and Dice? Where is Dart? When are you going to play the Lab Rats? So I just said, because too many questions came up like that, and in the Discord, I just said, all right, no Too Many Bones on the channel until I get that stuff. So, no worries, I'm used to it. Got him. Yeah, so when it comes into stock in Canada, I will order Splice and Dice, Lab Rats, and Dart, and get them shipped to me, hopefully within a reasonable time, and then you'll see them on the channel. They're coming. And then for Spirit Island, I have to wait for retail to get in stock Jagged Earth. And I know I can play other Spirit Island in the meantime.
Same thing.
Which
exactly.
I may do. But people are, I know they're going to go,
Yeah.
Do you have it in Spirit Island stuff? Why are you streaming Spirit Island without the new stuff? Like, we want to watch the new stuff. This is what happened. So I know this from the past. So I would like to get it, and then we'll get some of that in there. And Valko wants us to show some love to Star Wars Rebellion.
We could make it a goal.
That's something, actually, getting that back on the
Yeah,
table.
because it's been a long time.
It has been a long
This
time.
is our old house, so that was a long time ago.
It was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Okay, so we could possibly make that as a goal.
That could be something. But I do want to first, before playing that, I want to play Forbidden Stars on the channel before I jump back to Star Wars Rebellion. I'd rather play that as their space-themed, like, head-to-head kind of game, actually. So you won't see Star Wars Rebellion, I don't think, until you see Forbidden Stars. I'm going to put it that.
Okay.
And Jan says, thanks for playing this. Hopefully work won't get in my way of watch live. Get in my way to watching live.
Oh, yeah, because Janet's back to work now.
So, Jan, if you could just send me your work schedule every week, we'll just schedule around. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we can...
They'd probably be about 7 p.m. Eastern time, right? We would probably start this
Yeah,
so that we could have
7 or 7:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern is when we'd start, Janet, on the weeknights. And then again, noon or 1 p.m. Eastern on weekends.
Yeah.
In Sakabra, yes, you just have to bring it over. The new stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And
then we can play.
And then leave it here and never get it back. I mean, what? What? Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly.
That could happen. All right. So anyways, thanks all for watching, everybody. We're going to get out of here. Oh, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. LOL.
That is
Teacher
true.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Especially now.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do good work,
Whoa.
Janet.
What? Did I say that? Anyways, thanks all for watching, everyone. We're going to get out of here. That'll be a hard pass. All right, so yeah, we'll see you guys in the next stream of this. The next stream that's scheduled, I don't think is anything right now, but I will schedule some streams, including the next episode of this soon on the channel, and you'll see some other stuff pop up. Thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.